to join segments.
That's what I'm saying. We can do it any which way. And the cool part is, I really do want to keep it. I want it entertaining as fuck, because this is the same product I want to take.
As well. Weather forecast: cloudy, slight chance of snow today with a high of 42. Right now cloudy and 29. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. You only want to use the best route to drive across town, so do the same when you need to hire. Indeed provides hiring managers the straightest path to the best new employees. Customized solutions like screener questions and skills tests will help you see beyond the resume. Post your next job at Indeed.com/hire.
Brent Ivinson, Ideal Home Loans. Talk about how you can help home buyers.
Our Ideal Home Purchase Plan that is an all-encompassing roadmap to buying your next home. It's our 3-week closing guarantee where we underwrite and approve your loan up front. Our home buyer scouting report where you search for your next home so that when we find the house that works for you, you can close and close quickly without overpaying.
IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000. Equal Opportunity Lender, regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45 Ideal.
Homeowners experiencing pipe leaks or low water pressure? Is your water bill unexpectedly high? These are signs of pipe failure due to old corroded pipes. Only a whole house repipe with brand new high quality PEX or...
We can throw Dan an extra 20 spot a week, and he can build it. What they say about the Bionic Man, you can build it, you can run it, something bionic.
The $6 Million Man?
That's right. Lee Majors, right?
Yep.
What about Lee Majors?
Isn't that ironic that the Bionic Man's last name is mine?
But not spelled like yours.
Well, let's not get into fucking details that mean nothing. Schematics.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. And as I'm fond of saying, the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, what is happening? 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by RealCBDThatWorks.com. That means that if you have pain, anxiety, sleeplessness, if you need an anti-inflammatory that's totally natural, RealCBDThatWorks.com. And it's pure, natural, scientifically dosed to a point where you can trust them. It's Panacea Life Sciences, RealCBDThatWorks.com. All right, so what is going on in your life? Do you know that we are nothing but information? We are walking, talking, buzzing information. I never realized how important information would be. In fact, the bartering, selling, buying, and manipulation of information has become it is the #1 commodity in the world. First of all, if you think about it, they all want that information to know what to sell you. It all comes down to that. Our number is 303-713-TALK. We solve problems. We answer questions. We take complaints. We talk about your life. And unlike any other show, we solve problems. If you think about it, no other show does it. No other show does it. There's nowhere else to call if someone lied to you, cheated you, or ripped you off. You know, I mean, are you going to take the time to hire an attorney? Do you have the money to do it? Is the issue big enough? You can call us, and even if we don't think you have a problem, we'll tell you why. It'll educate you, and it educates others. So listeners are educated on what is a problem, what is not a problem, what falls to your responsibility, what falls to a business's responsibility. But we do more than just direct problems. We do indirect problems and social problems and neighbor versus neighbor and career decisions and everything. I have an interesting thing to say about information. We're going to be talking a little bit about it. Information is a commodity. I believe the guy's name years ago was Michael Nesmith. I don't know if that's, who wrote Megatrends? Whoever wrote Megatrends. I thought he was from Boulder. The book Megatrends was probably the most prophetic book ever in history. It's John Nesbitt. He's from Boulder. Now, Megatrends, in that book, he said The number one commodity in the world will be information. He was so far ahead of himself, people did not even understand what he meant. They thought they understood. They thought, oh, you mean you're going to sell books, or you mean information like how-to videos. Oh, yeah, he's cool. He is predicting that information, we're going to be selling it. And that became so. The how-tos, the what-fors, the stories of the Genesis. It became information, but that's not the information he was talking about. And we'll get to it in a second. Victoria, 303-713-TALK. If you call us, we will get right to you. And by the way, if you call 303-MARTINO 24/7, if you're listening to a podcast, if you're listening to some kind of stream, you don't know where to call or when to call, just remember 303-MARTINO. Victoria, what's happening with you?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on with your car?
Well, actually, it's my daughter, but her car was totaled for insurance purposes during the hailstorm.
Okay.
But she uses her car all the time. Still, it runs and it's, gets her around. But recently, she was going onto the highway, and a truck did not see her and backed into her on the ramp.
Hey, Victoria, a quick question. When you said the car was totaled for insurance purposes, your daughter was given a check. She kept the car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There are two ways to do that with a hail insurance total. One is to accept a check and keep the car. One is to accept a bigger check and give up the car. In either case, there is no salvage title issued. It is considered a totaled car for hail purposes, but the salvage title does not get issued with a hail-damaged car. And that's important because it can be sold, it can be fixed and sold without ever disclosing it was a total wreck. So what's going on, Victoria? This truck hit your daughter's car, and what happened?
Well, he called his insurance company. Her insurance now is only liability. But he had
that's of course you would have only liability because the car, for all practical purposes, has been zeroed out. So he has liability. Whose fault was it?
It was the truck driver.
Is the truck driver taking responsibility?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how?
The insurance company, his insurance company, is ignoring the claim.
Is
for
what?
My daughter's car.
Is doing what?
His insurance company ignoring her.
Okay, Victoria, listen.
What do you mean?
Car? What kind of car did she have?
Oh, I think it's like a 2012 Honda.
They're going to take a 2012 Honda, all right, with how many miles?
That I couldn't tell you.
All right, well, here's what they're going to do, because I know exactly what the issue is. Let's get right to it. Your daughter doesn't think she's getting enough, or they won't even talk to her. In that insurance company's eyes, they don't owe her hardly anything, and it's right. That car was totaled. She already received value for that car. She is what is owed to her is whatever amount she paid for that car in the residual or in the salvage value. That's all they owe her for that car. You're going to make the argument it's worth way more, but it's not. It's worth whatever a 2012 Honda was worth minus all of that hail damage, which was determined at the time to be in excess of 75% of its value. That's why they totaled it. So that car is not going to be worth much. Now, if you're calling because your daughter doesn't like the number they threw at her, that's one thing. But if you're calling because she's being ignored, that's another thing. They should at least give her something. Where is it right now?
It's in Loveland, Colorado.
No, what I mean is, what is the status? Are they ignoring her completely, or did they give her a number she doesn't agree with?
They ignore her completely.
What's the name of the carrier?
I would have to ask her. She's not.
Okay. Well, Victoria, since you don't have any of the information, let me give you some marching orders, and then she can get back in touch with us. What she needs to do, What she needs to do is come up with a realistic value for that car. It will not be even close to a normal 2012 Honda, okay? It's going to be worth a few $1,000s at the most. I don't know what she paid for it. Do you know what the insurance company charged her to keep the car? No, you don't. Victoria, these answers are easy. They're either yes or no. I'm not requiring that you know the answer. But you do not know what she paid for that car, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you do not know what the insurance company charged her to keep it, right? Okay. Here's what she needs to do. She needs to go after the driver of the other vehicle directly. That is the person and the owner of that vehicle. She needs to go after them in small claims court.
But we don't even know if the insurance company is talking to her. Honestly, we don't even know that.
Victoria said they're ignoring her.
Well, I don't know what ignoring means. Did they do the claim? Is there a claim? Is there a claim number?
He contacted the driver of the truck did contact the insurance company.
Yes.
And then gave my daughter all of his information for that insurance.
Good. And then what?
She's called them 3 times.
All right. I get it. She's not required. Listen, let's just get right to it. She shouldn't be calling the other insurance company. That's not her job. That's the driver's job. Well, did he own this truck personally, or was this a company truck?
I would not know.
Okay. Victoria, get your daughter to call us directly. We'll tell her what to do. She needs to sue the other driver directly. That's who she needs to sue. Forget the insurance company. The insurance company does not owe her a dime. The other driver owes her. It's up to the other driver to put in a claim. It is not up to your daughter to put in a claim. Hello, guys.
So I'm good to see you, man.
How's it going?
Good.
Man, I'll tell you, do we hear this a million times? A million times about they're not listening to me, they're not helping me, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. It's like, why people get jerked around with other insurance company, I never understood it.
How you doing? I'm Chan Baker. Kenny Marks. Kenny, good to meet you.
Hi, I'm Dusty.
Hey, Dusty.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, guys?
What's a different name? Dusty? Is that your nickname, or is that the...
My given name is Dustine.
Ah,
yeah.
I like Dusty better.
I like that.
Dustine.
Really? Dustine. I like that.
Thanks, you guys.
I'm a rider. I fancy myself a rider.
A what?
Writer.
Yeah.
Not a rodder, a writer. Yeah, a writer. And interesting names. I like interesting names. You can use that in your next.
I got a commercial coming up, guys. It'll be just right. Okay, 15 away, and it'll just be 30 seconds. I'm gonna talk. So don't think I'm going nuts here talking out to myself.
I don't get why this
He's going nuts here as well, though. He's also going nuts. Yes.
Fix It 24/7 has an offer for you. They'll come out and look at your furnace free second opinions if someone told you you need a major repair or a replacement. And this is a company and I know and trust for plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. Fix It 24/7. Just remember the website, fixmyhome.com. What you get with this free second opinion is to see if you really need the furnace. Most of the time you do not. But if you do, they're giving $750 off any new furnace you buy from them. Free second opinions and $750 off fixmyhome.com.
Okay, this will work.
Okay, so I thought he was living in Boulder. He's not in Boulder. Is he?
Ned Ryerson.
Going on, man.
You're what's going
Good to
on.
see
You as well. So we first met as I was a stalker, right? Wouldn't you say a fan?
And still.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm not a fan anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a stalker.
Just a stalker.
When Steve Kelly was kicking a football around Denver, did the 85-mile kick, I wandered up and you guys let me hang around for 2 days.
Because you were pulling night cords.
I did that, and I got to drive the Bronco helmet for a while.
Right.
It was the first time I ever used a cell phone. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The suitcase
when was that? That would have been 92, 91, 90. Yeah,
somewhere in there.
Yeah. Or like, because I didn't go to KNUS till 93. So after that.
You look good, brother.
Well.
Oh, don't lie.
What?
You should have seen him in 92. He looks a lot better.
Hey, he's lost a shitload of weight.
Lost 170 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a hell of a thing. But you look like a crisp $100 bill too.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Thanks. You look good too, Dusty.
Crisp is the
Crisp.
is a good one.
That's the bullshit right there.
Good thing it wasn't
There
no
was-
$2
There
bill.
was the
He said
bullshit.
that.
Speaking of money, anybody know anything about silver certificates?
Yeah.
I got one in the, as
Keep it.
some change the other day, a dollar bill.
Yeah, no, they're worth not worth a ton, but they're worth more than a regular
Dollar,
It's
yeah.
a dollar?
It's a dollar, yeah. It's interesting looking.
Well, your mother-in-law, doesn't she do stuff with silver and everything?
Yeah, she's a silver collector.
I bet
Gosh,
she
ask
knows
her.
about
She
it.
knows about it. Yeah.
9 new words on page 1. 9 in 2 days.
Very nice. Do you have it on you?
Yeah, it's interesting looking.
God, you too, Tom. These fucking goddamn formatting. Where is he? Killing me.
From 1957.
This format ever used.
57?
57.
I don't even know if I would notice that.
I saw it.
Looks the same.
Yeah.
Except for the top.
You know, I've also noticed some dollars they got the little star on it.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
It's a Jewish thing.
Back in the day, you could actually
feels
trade your
different.
money for silver.
It feels way
You
different.
can't do it anymore.
Thanks, man. That's gift for the
Of
guest.
course, you,
Yeah,
know,
sure.
You can go to any, and I mean any, silver shop and trade your money for silver all
Well,
day long.
yeah, I know. But
And vice versa.
And gold.
and gold.
And merchandise. It's crazy.
It's the thing about money.
Yeah. Golden merchandise. Screw you, Mark.
You can even get a VCR if you really want.
Yeah, VCR.
That's how you spell it. D-U-S-S-T-Y is how you say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dusty.
Uh-oh, he's stalking you.
No, I put your names down
Thank
here as
you.
guests.
I'm changing your answers here too. For Centeno.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, we're going to go to the phones and solve problems for you if you have them. And we also have a guest we're going to talk to today along the lines of what we were talking about. And this show, I promise you, will teach you a lot. You will learn a lot, whether it be something about cars or something more esoteric, something intangible. But you will learn so many things on a day-to-day basis. 303-713-TALK. Joe has a 2015 Jeep Renegade. What is the problem, Joe?
So the problem is whenever we are stopped at a stoplight, it shakes a lot, so much that you'll feel it in the steering wheel. Also, it's shifting extremely hard when you're driving.
Did this happen all of a sudden?
So it's my wife's car. I think it's happened over time, and I drove it and just realized how bad it was.
Okay, so it happened over time. How many miles on it?
So it's got 85.
Okay. When was the last time you had it serviced or looked at?
So we get it. It was probably about 2 months ago. We had it serviced by the dealer.
Anybody
and
say anything about it?
We bring it up multiple times. They said nothing was wrong. We had it actually specifically looked at last week, and they said the motor mounts need to be replaced on the for the engine.
That would be one of the things that you would look at for that. All I would say is we can get someone. Hold on here. Now, did you say it was hard shifting?
Correct.
Now, when you say hard shifting, I'm assuming it's automatic. You're driving along, and you're going, and it bounces a little before it goes into the next gear?
Sounds exactly like that.
Yeah. And then it bounces a little. It goes. Okay. Then when you're idled, is it smooth?
So when I'm idled while stopped at a stoplight, it is shaking. That's the motor mounts.
That could be the motor. You could have more than one problem. You have 85,000 miles on a 2015 Jeep Renegade. What do you think, Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, one of our experts at referralist.com? What do you think, Jeff?
Well, if he's got bad mounts on there, that's probably at least aggravating the situation to begin with. But there's actually several software updates out there addressing shift concerns on that transmission.
Really? So what would be some of them?
Well, just potentially, literally software updates. Got to go in. It's a programming error where they go in and they actually change the parameters of the transmission and the engine and everything else is supposed to be operating on in order to address customer shift concerns.
Well, it's Jeff. I am shocked a dealer would not bring this up to him. You know, Joe.
I brought it up to him actually. So I found what he's talking about. These Jeep Renegades, the first year, have huge issues with shifting and issues with these motor mounts just wearing out so quickly.
Yeah.
It is just, it's not like my wife drove the car hard. So we brought it up to them, and they said there was nothing they can do. There was no.
Well, anyway, after you're out of warranty,
my specific model.
I don't even know why you're bothering with a dealer to begin with. Why? Give me a good reason you go to a dealer. You want to pay 20, 30% more, or what? They give you a massage?
Yeah. No. The reason I'm trying to get a hold of them is I want to get an after warranty adjustment because
I'm not sure if you can. What did it happen during? Well, did it happen during warranty?
Possibly. I mean, that's a lot of miles ago. It was 3 or 36. So I mean,
listen, Joe, you're not going to get warranty work on an 85,000 mile vehicle. It's just not going to happen. You're not even going to get it. I mean, you can try. What's that?
I got him to agree to do half.
Half of what, though? Half of what?
Half of the motor mounts.
Oh, the motor mounts. Because you know those are bad? You know that for sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. I would do the motor mounts, but you still have a shifting thing.
Correct.
So for that, I would go to Kimmer Transmission or a shop that you know and trust. We have, of course, Jeff's been on my referral list for years. I would go to a good shop and have them address it. And if it's simply a software issue, it can't be that expensive, or maybe it needs a service. But for sure, Joe, at the risk of repeating myself, you know, you're not going to do better than half. I mean, I'm shocked they did half for you. That's good. Did you want more than half?
Well, I was hoping for a full coverage.
Well, you're not going to get it.
Half is better than nothing.
You're not going to get it. I mean, tell me why. Joe, I'm just really speaking to you like we would at a bar sitting there, and you're saying, hey, I got 85,000 miles. My motor mounts are bad. The dealer offered to pay half, and I'd say, cool. I wouldn't say, what? They should pay all of it. Who would? That's the way I think. Thank you, Joe. 303-713-TALK. I would go and get that shifting pattern fixed too. You know, you could have more than one problem, and the important thing is to address them. Just address them before they get worse. All right, I mentioned information, and I just, you know, John Nesbitt, okay, I thought he lived in Boulder for a while. It says here he's, I don't know where he is according to online right now, but if anyone knows where he is, man, I'd love to find him. This guy, he was so ahead of his time that it's almost scary. If you read what he talked about, and a lot of people, as I said, misunderstood what he meant by information would be a commodity. And surely if you look at the internet, you see what he means or what you think he meant. You see websites with information, and people want eyeballs, they call it. So they provide information in exchange for eyeballs. Once the eyeballs are there, then they advertise to them. That's not the information he was talking about. The information he was talking about is tracking information on people, who they are and what they do. Information is the most valuable commodity. It is the entire reason Amazon exists, the entire reason Google exists, and the entire reason Facebook exists. Facebook did not start out as an information play. Google did. Amazon did. People thought he wanted to sell things. No, he wanted to know buying patterns. If you think about our space, our set of merchandising, of everything in the world, everything. Everybody buys and sells, everybody, everything, every day. And we are all exactly in the same business. A plumber who believes they're in the plumbing business will die. A window person who replaces windows, who thinks they're in the window business, will shrivel up and die. The same with an attorney who thinks they're in the business of practicing law. They are in that particular avocation, but they're not in that business. The only business there is in the world is getting leads. It's the only business there is. Whether you're doing stem cell therapy or you're doing transmissions, you want leads. Now, in broadcasting, it's been traditional to get leads by taking a shotgun and shooting out into the audience. You have millions of people watching, and the theory is if I talk about a transmission, at least some of those people will need a transmission and call. And broadcasting does work. However, what happens is if you knew exactly who needed a transmission because they happen to buy a car and their cars are now have more than 80,000 miles on them and they live in a certain area, they're going to need a transmission more than someone else. Or if you happen to know that people just bought a home, they're not going to need windows, but people who had a home built in the 80s may very well need them. The same goes with insulation or anything. So information about people can tell you a lot, but how do you get that information? There really are, and this is what's amazing to me that I found out, there are really not that many people that gather information. There aren't. We hear that everybody gathers information. Now, on a small basis, Joe Blow, who has a company, might gather email addresses about his people, but he doesn't follow them around.
Well, look at Alaramis at Pro Auto. They send out reminders. They gather information on the vehicle and send it to the customer. But by far, the best is Google. If you think about it, you have that phone. That phone knows everywhere you go, every mall, every store, every liquor store, every restaurant.
Yeah, it has a search engine. But for us to believe that Google is doing everything forthright would be ridiculous.
No,
Google is a for-profit business, and Google is not pure in its gathering of information. It is absolutely not pure in its dissemination of information. And if anybody believes that the pure Google analytics are not skewed, they're wrong. They're skewed toward Google. And it's just, if that's life. I'm not saying they're bad. Now, Amazon is a big information gatherer. Google is a big information gatherer, but they're really only, and the government's another one, but the government doesn't know how it's doing it very well. But what's really funny is these information gatherers, the major ones, are so powerful, they tell you how to feed them information. They're saying we are so big and so bad, if you don't feed us information the way we want it, we're not going to let people see you and find you. That's truly what they're saying.
We're leaving out a huge one.
What?
23andMe. All these DNA collectors.
That's a new player in the game, a new player. So what are they? They're called information aggregators. They aggregate information and sell it. The commodity is the information. Amazon operated at a loss in every single transaction for 20 years. At first, I thought Bezos is the biggest con man in history. He had investors not only believing in him, but investing more and more and more to where the stock would double, triple, and quadruple, and then issue more stock, and he became the richest man in the world because his insider stock became more valuable as a result. And I'm thinking, how do you become that rich? How do you have a stock that valuable when every single transaction carries a loss? And then somebody told me, you idiot, he doesn't care what's sold and what's not sold. Eventually that will work, by the way. That is a great model. You take away the back office from all of these little retailers and you simply fulfill. And you take over their back office, and you let a map maker make a map. You let a luggage maker make luggage, and all you do is sell it for them. They don't have to worry about anything except drop shipping. So here's the deal.
But wait, let me add something to that.
Information was his game. And he gathered more of it than anyone on what we buy, how we buy, where we buy, and why we buy.
And here's one of the things that he did that was great. He would look at all these products Amazon is selling, and let's say they're selling laptop cases, and he sees that's one of the biggest things leaving these distribution centers. You know what he did? He created his own brand.
Oh, and his
Amazon
shipping.
Basics.
Right. Then his own shipping company as well.
He started competing with his own people.
No, he did.
And he did it very well.
So here's the deal, people. We are all pawns in the information age. We are. We truly are. And, you know, I don't expect you to make phone calls to this topic, but it is truly something that I laugh at when I hear people say, no, I don't give out my Social Security number. I believe in privacy. There is no privacy anywhere. You are not private. You are not anonymous. No one is. No one is anonymous ever. If you think you are, it's really funny. It is. It's laughable. But then at the same time, big deal. Most of this information is nameless and faceless anyway. They simply want to know what you do. So here's what information gatherers do. They follow you. They stalk you everywhere you go by your IP, by email, by numbers, by identities, by all different ways. And that information is used. But if you think about it, they're not gathering the information to hurt anyone. Not really. They're gathering information to decide what to throw at you, to see what you bite, how you bite, what you buy. And so we are pawns in the information age. So let's talk about how you take advantage of it. I mean, if everyone's doing it, what, are you going to sit back and say, I refuse? I remember a guy saying, I'm not going to have a website. Well, you have a business. I refuse. I believe in the old-fashioned way. Yeah, okay, die. I love people. I don't do email. Have you ever, well, you can't have a client like that. They wouldn't even call you. Yeah.
I like the point that you make because there is, you can make a beautiful analogy of these same humans that you're talking about not wanting a website are like the same people that had a horse-drawn carriage and they're like, this is this car. What are you talking about? I'm keeping my horse-drawn carriage.
But this guy saw it coming. Do you know he said that in the future, technology would be so ubiquitous that we would use technology to examine humanity as opposed to humanity studying technology. And that's exact. I don't even know where. Did he lay in bed one night and get these up? You wonder how these guys, how these futurists, how they think of this shit.
Yeah. How long ago did he write it?
He is way more powerful than that. Who was the guy that just died? We all loved the quadriplegic.
Hawkins.
Yeah, way more. Okay. CenturyRV.com. We are so privileged to have Century RV in our backyard. You know, Century RV is one of the ones people put in the search engines and come from all over to find deals. Mark Major did that when he was looking for an RV. He put it in the search engines. He went right up north to I-25 and the 119 turn off to Longmont to buy an RV. New and used. They have a service department up there. They're also located just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims next to Woodley's. That's CenturyRV.com.
Patriot Software provides American businesses.
I really feel bad for our industry. I mean, broadcasting, do you realize that broadcasting cannot compete?
Business owners love the simplicity.
Kenny, broadcasting can't compete.
I'm just going to go to your post office box.
Okay.
And then I will just deliver
I thought she
the
was
checks
going to go return the cream.
Because it's right here in Springfield Village, right?
Really
It's in the DTC.
Wherever it is.
Yeah, we're right over there. So I'll just do that. We'll just circle at the
She's
end
learned
of
to like, she
the...
tends to ignore
So
me,
you
but
don't
I
have
still
to-
get under her
I know.
skin
I
like
just can't believe. Let me find. I think I have it under report and follow before you leave. Let me just see something.
Hey, Dad, can you stop and pick me up some straws? straws at McDonald's, just some straws.
Turtle killers?
Just straws.
Shame on you.
Or you bring them in on a tray.
Why don't you just
like
rob
on
some of the
35,000 feet?
Let's get some of the
As a
creamers
flight
in there
attendant?
so we don't have to buy creamers anymore.
We can just grab those from over here.
I used to do that at a gas station. Sad enough. We had our internet cafe, and I'd stop at this gas station for coffee in the morning. I'd snag like 80 of their fucking creams.
That's some of those big truck stops have tons of different kinds.
Yeah.
You ever steal sauerkraut from the Nathan's condiment bar?
Yes, right.
I don't like sauerkraut.
Or you go there and just order tea.
I'm not a
with
condiment
water,
guy.
And use your ketchup to make tomato
Ideal
soup.
home loans for your next ideal home loan. No two loans are the same. They will write that loan best for you. In other words, if you want a loan that's 13 years,
Hey Dave, do you want me to cancel that one reservation you made with Big Bear? Since we're not...
Yeah, if he's not going.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
think
wait, what day was that on?
Because you made that for a Thursday, but then you made us a reservation for the same restaurant the next night.
Yeah, I think that restaurant's going to be great. But no, I don't want to go on Thursday unless they're going.
Okay, I'll just
Unless we want to go with another couple.
Yeah, unless we want to go
Why don't you ask
Daphne and Rick or something.
Ask Mike and Rita and Daphne and
Okay.
Rick.
Oh, yeah. I know she's
Right
right.
in
Mike and Rita
front
had
of me, asked me to go out to dinner and then say,
Sure I
well,
did.
no, Mike and Rita.
No, and you
No,
two.
Daph can't go. They're in Hawaii.
Oh,
Technically,
who goes to Hawaii for restaurant week?
I don't know how much money I have in this account. I don't know if I have enough, but it doesn't matter. By the time they get it, I'll have Steph make a deposit. So there.
Do you have 2 checks?
Yeah, I have 2 checks, and then here I sent you the.
Well, I'll have to bring it back up for you to sign.
Yeah, and you can call Eric.
And then
Would you sign?
I signed 2 of them.
Put your cash and cookies.
I would say.
And then make sure Eric is there or someone to take the checks because he's.
Okay. Mark, I did call Al's appliance back.
Yes, ma'am.
And they are in a queue.
Why is it working for me?
So something's gone on.
Put your cash in.
But I said, someone will come tomorrow.
Oh,
I
good.
said, look, I want you to guarantee something.
You like your promise.
I said, I don't want you calling in the morning.
What did he say?
No, and he goes, no, someone will. I said, because I'll find somebody else.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I kind of put that down. All right, so I'm gonna do both. All right, I'll be out. I'll have my cell phone.
Being accused of a crime can ruin your life. Get help with highly respected, skilled trial attorney Joe Lazzara. He's offering a free initial consultation and up to $500 off his service.
We're not going to do a stem cell Tuesday.
No, I know that.
No. Even if they wanted to pay for it, we're just not going to fucking do it. I mean, the amount of times we use them on air anyhow because there's a question, they get that for fucking free. It's crazy. Okay. I'm switching a lot of your answers.
Well,
but they're good.
Yeah, I mean, there's not just that one was simply an idea to buy that inventory, but other than
No, and I redid that. I said this is
that they're on anyway, right?
I said this would be a purchase product for airtime. That's what I put. And then I followed it with, honestly, the random times we have them on should be efficient.
Good.
The other one I changed up quite a bit was the promote future shows of interest. I worded it way different, man. I basically said, hey, if we tell people, hey, tomorrow's a stem cell show, we're going to drop our fucking listeners. I put it in a different way.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHAL.
You must agree with that.
I mean, but people don't understand that. They think if you promote something, it gains traction. Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Frankie is the guy to call if you're looking to buy real estate. He'll put you on a list. And in fact, he'll give you so many leads on what you want, exactly what you want, and show you so many homes it'll make your head spin if you want him to. Also, he truly can negotiate the best deal, way better than you can do yourself, especially when selling and he lists your home. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. Anyway, if you need to call with anything, any help, any information, any referrals, man, we have been slammed for the last 3 days on so many weird problems. I can't believe the problems we've had. And people trying to make what I call connections to deep pockets. They have a problem and they say, you know what? I want to sue someone. And they don't know who to sue, but they want to try to make a case. We've had ridiculous connect the dot cases where people try to make connections. However, there are some times you can connect dots that you think are seemingly unrelated. If someone made you late, for example, because this is an example of what we get. Somebody made me late because they didn't have the product ready. As a result, I was on the road and I got into an accident. As a result of that accident, I became disabled, or I was temporarily disabled and I couldn't go on my vacation. You wouldn't believe how people carry these out and want to sue the very first person in that chain of events. If you have a problem of any kind, we have experts who can answer it at referralist.com. And you may or may not want to comment on the information age, but this is truly the point where every time you turn on your phone or look at a computer, you are being tracked. And a lot of people look at that as a bad thing. A lot of people think they don't, or a lot of people don't even know it. We are being tracked by big information aggregators, and therefore they want to know what to advertise to you. But it all comes right down to the transaction. You still have to buy for it to work. If people track you all day long and you buy and sell information and you know who does what where, if you don't design a message for them that they are attracted to, then it's all lost. It doesn't matter if you send out an ad to the perfect audience or to the perfect demographic in business. If you don't know what to say to them, well, they're not going to react to it. So it still comes down to what we call creative process. What do you do to appeal to people? So there's way more to it than information, right? But why is information so valuable? Why do people pay large amounts of money for information? You know, just the information exchange alone is a multi-billion-dollar industry behind the scenes that we never even see. All of the information that people buy. iHeart sells information on listeners and all of that, right? I mean, every radio company in the world, so every broadcasting company sells information. That's a line item for revenue. And Google not only sells information, they broker information, but here's what else they do. They gather more information than anyone. I'd say Google and Amazon are the number one and two. Facebook is...
Google just started selling health information. You have and same with Apple. Actually, Apple's probably bigger at this. You wear an Apple Watch or a Samsung Watch like I have, guess what? They know your heartbeat. They know how you sleep.
Mark,
they know everything.
Mark, everything you do is gathered. Why do you think Sleep Number has an app? Why do you think the Sleep Number bed has an app? Is it so they can tell you what your sleep score was? That's a gimmick. They don't care about your sleep score. I mean, they want you to have their bed, but they want to know what else do you need? Where else can they sell that information? Kenny Marks is with us. Kenny was a lowly salesperson at a radio station and sold commercials. Before that, he was even lowlier. He was a producer, and he would book people to be on talk shows and right. I think you were a lowly producer first.
Before that, I was a call screener. That's the bottom.
Uh-oh.
No offense, Shannon.
Wow, you worked your way up.
Thanks, Kenny.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, Suzanne, you're far from that. You're a producer and all that, and
I know.
and
I'm just
executive.
teasing.
But Kenny truly was a grunt. And then, you know, he really did. I don't even know how you make this shift, because really, to be honest with you, Kenny, your company, it depends on information, obviously, on everyone's. You don't gather it as much as you use it, but the entire internet is a big fog for people. And I think the thing that bothers me is that we all know just enough that we can be BS'd to death. So what you do is you promise to help businesses. Get Found Fast is his company. So if you're in business, listen up. He promises to get you looked at, really. But still, you have to have something to be looked at. If you have a lousy service, you're going to die. You're going to wither up and die. We can deliver to you all of the leads in the world. But if you don't handle them properly, they will never, ever, ever come back to you. I cannot tell you how many times a person has called about a business saying, I called such and such. That's worth a lot of money. They paid a lot of money for you to say and do that. And then guess what? The worst thing that could happen in the world, and I hear it even about referral list members, they did not return the phone call. How stupid can you be? Or they had a machine answer the phone. Yeah. So anyway, Kenny, you're in the information business.
Yeah, you made some awesome points. The most basic thing. By the way, I think the information age is great for the consumer and a business owner.
Well, you know what? Right? I don't know if it's great or not. I just know we don't have a choice.
Well, I'd rather be advertised to for things that I'm interested in.
Than just everything.
Than women's shoes, because I happen to be listening.
All right, so I want you to give your thoughts, and I want to take calls on this. If anyone, and I don't mean this as a put down, but if anyone is smart enough to craft questions on this topic, if you're in business and want to know about it, call us, 303-713-TALK, or call about anything you want, and then we'll come back and talk.
Now, Impact Traffic. Offline number or on the air, give their web address. Justin can analyze it in 2 minutes.
Let's do it.
Like what we do with an
I
initial
want to do
call.
that. That's a great idea.
It's fun.
We can also talk about the what we're seeing happen with your referral list website and talk about how that has changed in just 30 days.
I want to talk to you about the meeting I had that still has me puzzled, but I really have to do it off the air, and
What's that?
I can't tell you the context of the meeting, just about the meeting. Just something I want to ask him about.
We're meeting right after the show.
Oh.
We're meeting with their guy that you probably want to discuss. I think I know what you're saying. That's one of our discussion points.
I do too. Dave's coming in at 2.
Yeah, I know.
Dave who?
My SEO manager.
Okay. Yeah, this is something that he'll turn it off during the news, and then I'll talk to you about it. You know, no matter how you're advertised to, here's something you need to know about me. I'm only going to send you the best, and I am an open book. If you don't like someone, you tell me, and then we examine that. And I'm telling you, when you're in trouble with a flood, a fire, a storm, mold, you can trust, this is the person I would call immediately, American Restoration 24/7. Scientists, environmentalists, not just cleaners. And they can help you through the entire process and really restore your property. Here's the website, amrest247.com, amrest247.com.
I need two more signed.
Oh, really? Okay, where are you going? Oh, 2 state and 2 federal.
Yes, I need your Social Security number. And obviously you see my day has been so crazy. So nice to meet you. Hi, so sweet to meet you. I feel like I've met you before. I'm a face person.
I am. I used to work here. So.
Oh, that's what
it
is.
Okay,
yes. That's what it is.
Now, see, where did I know that I saw you around here, but what did you do here?
I was one of the sales reps. I was one of the sales reps.
Oh, so you just wrote twice. Thanks.
And then,
I mean, I know your face is so familiar to me, even more so than the other clients.
I was part of the KDVR team as well when we launched you on the TV over at KDVR and Fox, or on Channel 2.
In the good days,
those
right?
very last breath of the good days, yeah.
Yeah, I loved when Fox owned it. Well, Fox took back.
It was when Bobby Lawrence owned it in local TV, and that's when we all. But it was tough because it was 2008-9 when you launched, and it was.
Bobby said, one thing about Martino's. Some people try to motivate their staff. You're gonna fight to keep him down, to keep him shut up. He has a big mouth. He comes up with too many ideas.
Okay, you guys want some coffee? Because I'm going to get some.
Yes.
What do you like in it, Kenny?
Just the coffee.
Just coffee?
Hey, bro, how much time left in this?
Dan?
I'm good.
Tom?
3?
Coffee? Yay? Nay? Coffee?
No, I'm going to go get some later from Omar. Thank you.
You want some? What do you like?
Just creamer.
Just cream?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, if they just spit out a URL, Dusty can do on the fly. It'll be fun.
Like your armrest 24/7, they're a disaster.
Armrest?
Yeah, they're a disaster.
Really?
Yeah,
because they're a good company.
Yeah, and their website is, they're not showing up for anything on page 1, not even their name.
Frank Duran called me. He doesn't even have his Google My Business verified.
No, it's
the listing for Google.
It's bad.
How are you going to show up in Google when you're not in Google?
Something? It's so hard to be good in everything. and you just have to know when you can't do it, and you do it. You just need it.
And I think that what is a key difference for us is, like, we're that good mechanic you need to know. We're really good at being able to explain to empower for choices.
I had companies I told you I went to see, and they all mentioned you. They really did. They said, by the way, don't be fucking ripped off by these other companies. They don't know anything. And then I'd say, like who? Well, Get Found Fast. I swear to you that I said, this one, and we're on broadband. I don't want to. This one guy, you know, they have all these people, and they're like little geeks, and you can tell the way he talks, and this algorithm, and this, and this, and this, and I'm thinking, okay, you know, and they did fucking nothing.
Was it Marketing 360?
No.
Have you heard of that?
No, but I'll talk to you off the air. Sure. It was like, but they all mentioned, they mentioned you by name. Not you, Kenny, but Get Found Fast. Oh, they don't do anything. I said, okay. But then I thought, why didn't they mention each other or other people? And I think it's because you're aggressive marketing. That's it. The name is the best name you can have. You know, and so that was very. But then I realized you don't have to have the best. You have to execute. These guys probably have a lot of smart people, some smarter than you guys, but they don't execute.
Yeah. I mean,
they're so mired in the bullshit.
The truth with SEO is it's not going to work 100% of the time. No way. All we can do as a company is not rip people off, be upfront, and be fair, and be transparent. That's everything.
But also, you're only as good as your client helps you to. People want you to do everything, and your clients have to fucking join. Like, I'm going to talk to you about my social, which
I had a guy trying to go to your website,
Kenny, with all the years I've been around,
and he's
what
like,
I do
keeps going to a GoDaddy site. So I got his number and I'm texting him, and I said, send me a screenshot of what you see, because when I go to getfoundfast.com, it works just fine. So I send him your website via text. Yeah, I know.
People frustrated and
girls,
don't know
sometimes
where to
our
go.
listeners,
I just need to reach them.
Hi,
Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Sean has a comment. Go ahead, Sean. I'm Tom. Go ahead.
Hey, Tom. How's it going? I just wanted to thank you for what you do out there, and we listen to your show every day. I'm going to make it brief because I'm working. But when it comes to collecting data, that's not anything new. That's something that's been done for hundreds of thousands of years.
Oh, of course, but never to the extent it's done now.
Well, no, actually, to hide knowledge, hidden knowledge is when you occult it. Occult means hidden knowledge. Okay, when you release hidden knowledge, when you don't keep it a secret, it's de-occulting it. And I just want to let you know it's about control. It has nothing to do with. It's not really about consumerism. It's about controlling what people think. Government.
Well, that's where we part. Now, I think when it comes to political ideology, you might be correct with political ideology.
No, I know I'm correct.
Yeah, but
thank you very much, Tom. See you.
Okay, we'll see you. We had a know-it-all on the line, and here's the deal. They're not, you know, I thought about that. It is all about consumerism. It gets right down to selling. That's what it gets. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. Except with politics, you're right. They do want to control to some extent ideology or let you or sway you to their belief. That's true. But no, never has information been gathered like it is now because there was no way to do it. Even when they used to gather information, let's say library cards, they knew every book you checked out at the library. Let's take New York City Library. Let's take giant libraries. They knew who you are. They knew how old you are. They knew where you lived, and they knew what books you checked out. Now, isn't that prime information? That's what Facebook would want, but they never sold that information ever. They never, ever did anything with that information. The same with bookstores. They never sold that information. Now everyone sells information. Rick wants to talk about suing the governor. Eddie, you want to talk about a scam. Please hang on the line and we'll get to you. Then we're going to go inside SEO and talk about the truth. And we're going to give free analysis for websites. If you call us with your URL, your website address, you will get a free less than 5-minute analysis.
There's an app to save on.
Sorry, Tom. I thought we were at the top of the hour. When I was in here chatting at Dusty.
Listen, I just need to.
What do you need?
I just wanted to. I always like when we go out of break to recheck on people and say, you know, this is important to us, so they don't feel like they're just bugging you.
Yeah, no. I always stay in touch, and they all we just got them all on.
What did you need?
Nothing.
Oh,
I just, no. I just felt bad. I didn't realize we were going back. I thought we were at the top. But
anyway,
I'll let you know what he
screenshots
me.
I
Probably
just need to run.
mistyped it.
I want to turn that off when I
And
get
if
back.
people are coming or whatever, you can just email me. Some of my email. So if you want to throw me the URL addresses to my email, then if we can't talk because you can't
Okay.
come in,
He was like, yeah, I just want to go to the website to figure out pricing and whatnot. I was like, okay.
There's no pricing
so
on
let's
our
get you
website.
figured out.
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of wondered. You know what
No
I'll do?
pricing on our
I'm
website, just
texting.
customized.
I'm in text with him, so I'll say, hey,
Oh,
do you
great.
want me to have them call
Yeah.
you and see what he
Yeah,
says?
yeah, have them call Dusty.
Okay.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
Kenny, I gotta go grab yours. I put cream in it.
I'll take
That
a
market people
Sure,
coffee.
absolutely.
No sandwiches though.
Mark, thank you so much.
It's cow milk, right? Not some weird shit. Not almond milk or something.
No, it's just regular cream.
I don't like that organic, bullshit.
Do you like cow milk? You like
I like
cow milk?
It's cream.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm not sure if it's from a cow or a goat.
That's the stuff that gives me the gas too, so it's a lot of fun in the studio.
The almond?
Hello.
No, the
Just pure
cow milk.
cream, baby.
So it's fun in the studio.
Actually,
That's
it's
the fun.
it's no carbs, no anything.
Love a good carb.
How often do you get a call with something you've never heard before?
Oh, yeah.
Does it ever happen?
Well, like yesterday, we could learn a lot just about small claims courts.
Yeah.
How some people get attorney's fees.
For small claims court?
I'm checking out a book at the library to go over this and just find out. But,
Really?
Well, it's stuff that you just never learn until you get some lawyer that comes up there. And
Yeah.
you're normally not supposed to get a lawyer.
Right, that's the whole idea, right?
But they can if they're a corporation or.
What are you bitching about?
The small claims court, the lawyer and stuff. They got $9,000 attorney fees. The guy who took the people to small claims court lost. And you had to pay him $9,000 in attorney fees.
Yikes. And the limit is what,
7,500?
Ouchie.
And it was an HOA that he sued. And the HOA's attorney's got the $9,000.
Yeah.
That's a problem, says Acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf. Because they took these measures, New York residents no longer eligible to enroll in these trusted traveler programs. Like the Global Entry Program, Wolf told Fox News it's because the agency cannot make sure applicants meet program requirements.
So how long has Get Found Fast been on?
15, 16 years, 17 years?
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
not always under that name. It changed a couple of times.
Okay.
Used to be a contractor pro market.
Shannon, what's my spot?
I think that's really kind of interesting to consider too, because if you think about it, these guys have only been around since 2006, right?
Who?
This.
This phone.
2006. That's when this puppy was invented. Like, we're living in a revolution right now, right? Like when the TV was invented, like that's as big of a deal. Like when the airplane was invented, like that's as big a deal.
You like goat milk?
It's good coffee.
Actually, yeah, they actually got a good coffee machine now.
Gaming chairs for your home, also up to 40% off.
No, like that guy was saying, that information's been around forever, but not used in marketing.
All month long at Staples.
Well, and the quickness in which we can communicate with others has obviously changed tremendously. Like
for the good and bad.
You're always working. That's bad.
Freedom of speech.
We can always find you.
So anyway,
Did you see ICC?
Advanced features for doing highly advanced stuff. Then you have the 2020 Ford Explorer, completely redesigned with more technology than ever. It's the greatest exploration vehicle of all time.
Driver assist features are supplemental and do not replace the driver's attention, judgment, and need to control the vehicle.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW News Time, 11:03.
The Great Hall project out at DIA could be getting some new life.
The deal between Denver and the airport's new contractor passed through a council committee and is now headed for a full council vote later this month. If approved, the construction in the main hall airport terminal would restart in March, this time led by the company Hansel Phelps. Officials are still hoping to be done with the renovation by the year 2024.
That's Connor Shreve reporting. We're expecting another round of winter weather in the metro area. We'll be under a winter weather advisory at 6 o'clock tonight, running through early Saturday morning. We're expecting 2 to 6 inches in the high country. Dave Frazier from Fox 31 says it's a completely different story.
Traveling into the mountains along I-70 will be a challenge Thursday and Friday as they're looking at feet of snow.
In the high country, snow already falling, as Dave Frazier said, up to 3 feet of snow up there. For more news, listen to The Daily Dive. The big news stories explained, not shouted. Listen to The Daily Dive each day on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. I'm Chad Hoffman.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by your local Ford store.
No major delays in the highway drive across town at this time. Seeing a little bit of slowing westbound 270 either side of Vasquez, and seeing a little bit of traffic building on the westbound side of I-70 in the elevated portion. Otherwise, the highway drive looking good across the metro area freeway system at this time. No major delays on I-25 downtown. Things are running smooth on 470 in Highlands Ranch and trouble-free on the Turnpike. The weather forecast going to be mostly cloudy, then a 30% chance of snow later today with a high of 42. Tonight, snow likely overnight and a low of 24. Tomorrow, snow will continue with a high of 34. Right now it's mostly cloudy and 31. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
All-wheel drive isn't all you get with a new Ford SUV. You'll get all the features that keep you safe, all the tech you want, and the value you need. It's all behind the wheel of an all-wheel drive Ford SUV. Now get a great deal on the perfect SUV only at your local Ford stores.
How can you make as much as $1,000 in as little as 10 days? Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky for American Financing, and instead of letting credit card interest compound at 18 or 20% or more, move it into your mortgage at a much lower rate and save up to $1,000 a month. Mortgage rates haven't been this low in over a year, so now is the time to take advantage. As long as you have equity in your home, you can pay off any debt, not just credit cards. And you can get it done in as few as 10 days. So call American Financing's salary-based mortgage consultants today. It takes just 10 minutes to start. There's no commission, no obligation, no pressure, and never any upfront fees. Just a loan customized for your needs. You might even be able to delay up to 2 months of mortgage payments. You have nothing to lose except a bunch of interest expense. So give them a call, 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Join me weeknights from 6 to 9 right here on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
Oh, so I would like, anyway, I
Along the way, join me, Joe Pags, weeknights at 6 on 630 KHOW.
I didn't know Joe Pags was
to win $1,000.
He started here, did you know that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. He's pretty good.
Where did he start? Yeah.
Here in Denver.
On this day.
So, I don't know if it's on KHOW, but
I thought he was on KOA a million years ago.
could have been KOA.
Overnight. Overnight, you wouldn't know. Yeah, but I would have heard of him.
Oh, he's good.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. We are here to help you any way we can. We're talking about information and how to use it if you're in business and how to use it to your advantage and what it's all about. So that's what we're doing. All you need to do is call us. Plus, we're solving problems, answering questions, and taking complaints. And as you know, one of the things I love doing is recommending great products. And you've heard me recommend Panacea Life Sciences for CBD. And I haven't had but one. Just one said it didn't work for him. Everyone else said it worked. Some said it worked great. Some said it worked moderately. But really, I'm not telling you it's guaranteed to work on everyone, but it's certainly worth a try. You get 20% off when you put Martino in the coupon code. So it's realcbdthatworks.com. Eddie, how did your sister get scammed?
Early December, she got a random call.
A random call in December?
Yes, right before Christmas. People are looking for loans.
Okay.
They told her that they could help her build her credit and get her a loan for, what, $2,000 or $3,000.
How did they even know she needed help with credit or was in debt or whatever? It's one of these information things they found out, right? Because she did need a loan and she did have bad credit, right?
Actually, no, Tom. It was really a random call from Kansas.
Probably never. But, well, let's put it this way. Did it fit the bill? Did she need help with credit?
Yeah.
And she was in debt.
She thought, no, she's fine. She was in the service. She works part-time.
Oh, okay.
A couple of jobs and everything. No, so it was just random. And she has been thinking about buying a home, so that might have triggered something for her. But regardless, what happened was that she gave them all bank information, and this is how they did it.
Wait a minute.
They put in.
Wait a minute. What do you mean bank information? What kind of bank information?
So that she could apply for a loan.
Did she give them, wait a minute, account and routing numbers?
Yes, sir.
That's giving the key. That's giving the key to your account.
Just to let you know, she's already got rid of the bank and closed the account. She's at another bank, okay, at this point.
How much did they draw from her account?
They put in $7,500 and then drew out $7,500. The way they drew it out was by having her go to Target to do $500 cards, and they did that about 10 times or so, or whatever it took to get to $7,500, 13 times.
But Eddie, obviously the original 75 they so-called deposited wasn't real.
You're right.
So the net result was they took $7,500.
Exactly. So my question is, she received a paper that is she needs to respond by January 10th, not from Key Bank, because that's her bank, because she closed that account and got out of there because she got scammed. They said they were going to do an investigation. Nothing's really turned up.
Hold on, man. You're fading your phone. I need you to get close to that mouthpiece there. Eddie, what bank was it?
Key Bank.
Key Bank. And they said they're going to investigate what?
What happened?
I thought you said she got gift cards from Target.
Right, but they took that money from her account, Tom.
Who's that? I thought she took the money from her account to buy the gift cards.
She did.
Then
they had put $7,500 in.
Okay, the only thing that bank can investigate are the people who deposited $7,500 and that turned out to be bad. How was that $7,500 put into the account? Was it an ACH?
I believe so, through her routing number.
Okay, and when they deposited that money, how long did it stay in her account before she discovered it was bad?
After she started receiving that she was overdrawn, probably within 5 days or so.
So that deposit, why did they make the deposit to begin with?
So that she could, it was a fake deposit, as you said. So she went to Target and did at least 10 $500 transactions.
I understand. They said to her, "Hey, listen, we're going to put $7,500 in your account. What we want you to do is go and get $7,500 worth of gift cards." But what was the upside for her? What was the scam? What was the con? What was the story? Why would somebody do this?
Because they took there was supposedly $7,500 in account, but there wasn't. So she paid back by cards, bought cards and sent them to them, scratched off the number.
But Eddie, what I'm asking is, what is the story they told her?
That they were going to help her with her credit, Tom, and get her a loan.
How does that help with credit? It makes just zero sense. I mean,
agree.
Even if you're not smart, it makes zero sense. It's like, I'm going to help you with your credit. How? Well, I'm going to deposit money in your account, and then you're going to go buy gift cards with it and send the gift cards to us. It makes no sense.
I know, Tom. I want to just hit her over the head with a mop or something, but she did it.
Did they even try to make a story well, it'll show activity, it'll show that you're spending money, it'll show that you're... Is she there?
She's actually behind me. She works for me. She's behind me.
Can I talk to her? Can I talk to her? Really?
I would love... I think she'll be terrified, Tom.
No. I just want to talk to her. I want to see... I want other people to be protected. She can help us.
To a collection agency. They already sent it to a collection agency.
Who sent it? Who sent what?
The bank. That's his question.
Key Bank.
Okay,
about
the
his
Key
sister
Bank
being held liable.
Okay, because she took out money she didn't have, they are holding her liable. Is that right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So you want to know what, Eddie?
She took responsibility for that account, no matter how you look at it.
She owes the money. Is that what you're asking? The fact that she's a victim, the fact that she's a victim of a crime, a judge will take into consideration for penalties and all of that. But that doesn't negate the liability. How much money is she overdrawn? What is she actually overdrawn where the bank is out? How much?
$7,500, Tom.
The full $7,500. So that's assuming she didn't have anything in the account to begin with.
Well, she closed it pretty quickly. You know, she lives paycheck to paycheck, no
Okay.
doubt, but she pays her bills and stuff like that. That's not a problem.
So she owes so when she started this whole scam and they deposited $7,500, she then quickly paid them back $7,500, and that $7,500 that turned out to be bad put her negative $7,500, which she owes the bank. Now the problem is they can collect it. They're going to garnish her wages. First they have to get a judgment, Eddie.
Okay.
But why do you think, or why does she think she shouldn't have to pay? In other words, is she thinking because she was defrauded, the bank needs to take some responsibility as well?
Boy, and you better make sure she's not on any other accounts in that bank as a co-signer with you or anything.
He made that clear, I think, that she divorced herself from that bank.
And she did, by the way. She has a new bank. I closed it all. I told her to do that because I keep hearing you say that.
Because you listen to the show. Thank you. Now, Eddie, this is important to know, okay? She probably can make an argument that the bank gave her provisional credit when they should not have to allow her to pull out all of the money. That's the only claim she has.
And I'm going to disagree because she has a contractual agreement when she signed up for that account, and it talks about provisional credit. She's buried. She owes Mark $7,500.
I know, but what I'm saying is she is going to take the stand that they should not have given provisional credit until they were sure the funds were good. Of course, the government makes them give provisional credit for checks. I don't know about ACHs. You see, I'm surprised, actually. Why did the bank allow her to draw on that so quickly? Usually when you deposit money, you have to wait at least a little while. Did her bank allow her to withdraw that $7,500 right away?
Absolutely, because you've said it before, they walked her to a Target. I'm talking on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Told her how to do it. Don't say anything to them why you're doing this or anything. And so the bank made it good immediately. And Tom, we're not trying to get out of this thing at all. What I'm trying to figure out is now she got a paper from Capital Management Services, which is a
collection.
Debt collection agency.
Right.
Yeah, it's a debt collection agency.
Right.
Is this something that was sold from KeyBank to them, or is this somebody that represents KeyBank?
I can't tell you that. But here's another thing you must do. Hold on, Eddie. There's another scam. Just hold on.
She was trying to, I know. No, she was trying to okey doke whoever. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean she's trying to okey doke?
She was trying to get free money, no matter how you look at it.
I don't think she was.
You don't think so?
No, I think this was what, don't you understand? It was a credit.
Tell me this.
Going to help her get better credit.
And how was it going to help her?
That's what we
No, go ahead. What did she
understand.
think?
No.
Because she was trying to get fucking money.
He didn't know.
Someone was saying something like, hey, we're going to deposit $7,500 from anywhere. Don't ask any questions, and we'll give you 1,000 of it.
I don't know if that's what they said.
She said,
what did she say?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I can't talk to her, Mark.
She won't come on.
That's normally
what it is. What you're saying.
Normally what it is we're going to deposit $75,000, and all you have to do is buy $5,000 in gift cards to keep the other $2,500.
Yeah.
But according to him, that's why I couldn't. I said, well, how is this benefiting her at all?
In credit.
I don't know if this guy knows the whole story. You know,
she might not be telling him the
whole story.
She probably didn't tell her dad. You're right.
Yeah.
Hold it.
We're up.
We're up.
I thought it was an employee.
TheArtofGranite.com. If you're looking for solid surface materials, solid stone, if you're looking for countertops, The Art of Granite does it the right way. They are direct stone importers, and they serve, by the way, the Front Range and all of the mountain communities, open 6 days a week. And you can get a price on the phone, 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919. A price on the phone because they only charge for fabrication and installation, tear out and hallways free, and the bathrooms free when you do the kitchen. TheArtofGranite.com.
She won't be able to get a checking account anywhere else either.
So hold on though. He did say something about she got 5,000.
Yeah, he said she got 10 $500 gift cards.
So she was supposed to keep $2,500.
She was supposed to keep $2,500.
See, that's not what he told her.
That's the part that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the dad or whoever we're talking to. Doesn't know the whole story, I don't think.
You know why? Because these fucking kids are morons. They're morons. They don't
She's
teach
not
them.
even young then.
They
She
don't
doesn't
even
sound
teach
young.
them basic shit in school.
No.
Here's how you don't get ripped off.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
They rather teach them, hey, go to a Bernie fucking thing.
Yes. Right.
Yeah,
And get free calls.
You don't need to get a job. Free pizza's on the way.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Free
great.
housing, free medical, free college, free everything. If you get ripped off, don't worry about it. The taxpayers will pay. Those big fucking billionaires will bail you out. Screw banks.
But I think that's what it was.
She was looking to get something for free. I don't
I
care
think so,
what
too.
anybody says.
I
And she's dumb. I'll put that caveat on it.
Well, he kind of insinuated she was dumb.
Well, that's pretty obvious.
Hey, you guys, total change of subject. So, like, your guy, the Art of Granite, that he's spending thousands of dollars. Let's just Google him and look at how crappy this looks. He doesn't have a website listed here. Thank God for you. You're the first thing that somebody can go to get to him.
You know what?
And it's like,
Kenny, we need to have meetings with our people.
He changed
Let's
his
start-
website. Just changed is why it's not there.
Yeah, let's start. I know, but let's start with my endorsement clients.
Yeah,
Let's have a
we can
meeting.
do a
but
seminar.
I've never Googled him before.
Tom,
And
you're
it's
gonna.
like,
We'll talk about it later. We've been down that road.
You don't want to trigger something?
It's never fucking works out. Any time in the past, it has never worked out. It just hasn't. Simple as that. I don't care. Why don't you
They
guys?
all think they know
We
everything.
don't care if you reach out to them. I just don't want anything to do with it.
Why?
That's all I'm saying.
Why?
What do you mean why?
If you just show them this, why wouldn't they say yes?
Art of Granite just had their website redone and other stuff.
Oh, no, I know.
I don't care if you okay, you want to reach out on behalf of them?
I'm asking why. I'm saying if we say, hey,
Because
guys,
we already sell them shit. Now we're going to be selling other
it
shit,
sounds
and
like
we
we're-
benefit zero.
It sounds like we're selling them.
Of course it does. That's exactly what it is.
Well,
I've got fucking radio shows popping up. I got all kinds of
I'm
shit
going
I'm
to
going
give
to
them.
be selling.
I understand that. I'm going to give them contact information because here's why. What she says, what they all say is right. If they benefit, they stay with us.
Now wait a second.
If
Hold on. I want to talk real right here on her example. Her example is if you Google the Art of Granite, what comes up first is what? Referral list. Okay.
probably
No, wait a
because
minute.
something
Where's
they're
all the
doing too.
benefit in the world right there? That's all our benefit, no matter how you look at it.
But also, the better a client does, the more, no matter what, see, Mark, when the bad news comes, the first thing they do is they start cutting advertising. If they stay healthy, no matter where the help is, they stay with us.
See, there is a lot of stuff, and we do it all the time. Most of the people that call us, we spend 20 minutes, and we just say, here's what you need to do, and it's free. Fixing your Google My Business is
What I'm
easy.
thinking is, I'm thinking of restructuring. We're on right now. We're always fucking. I mean, we can't talk.
Why? Why not? Why can't we talk?
I don't want to talk about what I'm going to say.
no, it's all good.
I understand and appreciate what you're saying.
But you don't know
and
what
it's
I have in mind.
it's
I'm thinking of something that's pretty creative that I think.
You can always count on them to be
No, I'll say one word. SavingonFees.com.
When you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today.
If we're going to do something like that, we platform it like that.
I totally agree with you.
There's no reason to. It's just. There's no purpose any other way.
Well,
Or
hi, Tom Martino here, 303-7. Floors Inc. You know, Buddy and Karen Mitchell started a company, got with a buying group so they could buy like the big boxes, okay? Like all the big exchanges and warehouses and carpet mills and all of that, okay? Then they said, we're going to sell and then we're going to do a lower volume and then we will pass the savings on to consumers and also hire better installers. We're still going to make money, but they save you money in the process. That it's a simple story. SimplyFloorsInc.com. Now, Kinethia, I hope I said that right. Kinethia, did I say it right?
You sure did.
Okay,
Tom.
now.
I've listened to you for 37 years.
Oh, my God, thank you. Now, Eddie, hold on. I'll get back to you about your sister because there's a couple things you got to be aware of, okay? It's not over. You still can be scammed. Kinethia, you wanted to tell us some good news about John Fuller?
He is a wonderful man.
He really
I
is
met
a
him
good guy.
yesterday, and I'm not sure if he can help me or not, but he chatted with me, and he was very personable, and we talked and laughed about you all day.
Yeah, he probably did have a good laugh. We have fun all the time. John, really, he is a good guy. So did you hire John?
Well, we're reviewing it.
Good.
I hope he can help me.
Good.
I just like talking to him so much, and he kind of favors Jeb Bush to me a little bit.
You mean the way he looks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you know what? I see what you're saying. By the way, Kenethia, it means a lot to me that you met with somebody and you took my recommendation. But here's the important thing you said. He's easy to talk to. And when you're talking about hiring an attorney, you want someone who's honest and open and will answer all of your questions. So thank you for that. Oops, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. 303-597-4500, by the way, is John Fuller. And he can be reached on our referral list, referralist.com, Fuller Law, and it's personalinjuryco.com. Thank you. Now, Eddie, when your sister,
yes, sir.
When your sister got scammed, I just want to ask you straight up here. Did she think she was going to benefit somehow? Because it seems to me if $7,500 comes into your account and you're expected to put $7,500 out, usually here's how the scam goes. They say, hey, dear, we're going to put $7,500 in your account. You write $5,000 worth of gift cards and you can keep $2,500. And that's usually how it goes. Was there any financial incentive offered to her?
Tom, the first question I asked her was, did you spend some of this money? And she said, absolutely not. That wasn't the point.
Eddie?
She had money. She was fine.
Okay, but I didn't hear the answer to my question. Was the amount of gift cards equal to the $7,500?
Absolutely. 13 of them.
Okay. So there was no financial incentive on her part to do this, but somehow she thought it would help her improve her credit, which makes absolutely no sense. Mark thinks she kind of got stung because she was trying to make some money, which, by the way,
like she'd get a gift card or something. There's nothing wrong with that.
If she thought she was legitimately making money, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, but to go out and buy $7,500 worth of gift cards in order to get your credit better makes absolutely, positively zero sense whatsoever.
So, but anyway, that's her story. They deposited $7,500. She wrote $7,500 worth of gift cards out, and therefore she is out $7,500. Okay, that's the story. Now, the collection agency is the other sting. Many times, these same scammers.
Oh, wow.
Will pose as a collection agency knowing what they just did. And they will claim to be collecting for the bank. So she can get scammed twice. What they say is, here's what they do. They just scammed her out of $7,500, which she scammed from the bank. Now they go and call her back and say, you owe the bank $7,500, but we'll settle for $1,000. Or something to that effect. Here's what your sister has to be aware of. Part 2 of the scam, the collection. Sometimes the same people who perpetrate the scam now pretend to be collecting. And they make it sound too good to be true. Or they scare the hell out of them. You have to make sure that your sister is dealing with the bank itself. Okay, Eddie? That's important because otherwise she gets scammed twice. And it sounds like she's not smart enough to know the difference. So you need to help her. And another important factor, by the way, another thing we have to say, I don't see how she gets out of paying it. Now, I'm not saying she should pay anybody who claims to be a collection agency, but she's certainly going to have to pay it back or whatever. I mean, the woman is in trouble. She's in trouble. 303-713-TALK. I know that Russell held already. Go ahead, Russell. Let's talk. What's going on?
So I got a question for you. I talked to you once before. I've got a cheat that I do on the side, as well as I know other people that do these. And I do drop shipping sometimes for certain parts, or I make like power steering conversions and stuff for older Jeeps for my customers. So some of that stuff I'll buy off eBay to complete my kit, right?
Okay.
Now I don't have to charge sales tax for certain, for quite a bit of stuff out of state unless you meet a certain threshold, which I don't meet the thresholds on most of the stuff as far as amounts of transaction dollar amount.
All right.
But eBay forcibly collects sales tax anyways,
Right.
even after you've submitted like a DR 08.
Well, I don't know about now. I don't know how they treat exemptions, Russell, but I do know that many online services are collecting sales tax.
They have to. We have software that goes out anywhere we sell anything, any small town, any municipality, any county, any state, it calculates sales tax. And you're wrong that it has to be a certain amount. It depends on the municipality or the state. Some little towns like Castle Rock, if they ship something from Florida into it, you're supposed to collect sales tax.
Now, but here's what Russell, I think, said.
You're incorrect there.
Then
wait.
Don't sell through
Hold
eBay.
on. Just wait a minute. Russell, go ahead. Repeat yourself, please.
I said if I'm selling something to another state out of Colorado, which is where obviously I am.
Yes.
In state, yes. I got to collect tax for any municipality, whatever. You got to look up the percent, and it's a big, pain in the butt. Anyhow, out of state, there are thresholds, and you can look it up on the internet if you don't believe me. But each state has a certain threshold that you meet. It either be a transaction amount and or dollar amounts. Like California's like $500,000.
No. Listen, Russell, I do believe that's what Mark said. It depends on the municipality what the threshold is.
Right, but I don't meet those thresholds.
Okay.
But
all right.
eBay, even though you submit your tax exempt forms, and I know other business owners done the same thing, they will not exempt anybody, and they will collect those taxes even though they don't need to collect those taxes.
Well, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about that, Russell, as to why they do that. They're collecting sales tax even when you are exempted. I don't know about it.
But they won't exempt anybody even though you have a legitimate sales license and you have submitted the DR form from Colorado exemption or any other
just
state.
get Ryan on. I'm sorry, man. You're not correct on this.
But Mark, he's not talking about what you're talking about, okay? That issue is gone. He's asking a plain, simple question. If you're exempted, if you have an exempt certificate for sales tax because you resell, why is eBay collecting it anyway? That's the question. Why is eBay collecting on someone who has an exemption? Perhaps they don't recognize exemptions.
Every state is different. For example, some states charge sales tax on labor. Every state is different.
You're saying that to be safe they collect it because while you might be exempted in Colorado, Russell, you might not be exempted somewhere else. I think that's what he's saying.
No, I know what he's saying, but he's not correcting what he's saying because every state does have a different exemption, but they all have thresholds, and you have to meet those thresholds before you would have to collect
But see, Russell, the issue that you're calling about, I don't want to get into that other issue. What I want to do is wonder why. If, let's say, you go in Colorado to buy something, and you're exempted. Right. You're a business doing business to business. They don't charge you sales tax, right?
Not if I produce them.
Right. That's right.
Have a sales license
and eBay, if they're doing business in Colorado, will charge Colorado sales tax. But if eBay doesn't accept your exempt certificate, I don't know what to say. I don't know if people are required to accept exempt certificates. I don't know what to say. Perhaps we can ask someone who does business with eBay. Why would they collect sales tax on a transaction where the person is exempted? If you're exempt from sales tax, if Russell went and bought a transmission part in Colorado, Mark, he is saying he would not pay Colorado sales tax because he's exempt. You used to buy computer parts, right? And you were exempted because you resold them, right?
Yeah, because I was a manufacturer.
Right. So he does the same thing with his transmission stuff. He's wondering, why does eBay charge him? I don't know the answer, Russell. But the better question is, do they have to honor an exempt certificate? That I don't know. I'll ask people to call in. If they do business with eBay or Amazon or anyone, if you're reselling something, is there a way to exempt out of sales tax?
Who the hell knows? It would seem like it would be like anywhere else. You show your exemption.
Dan Caplis in the afternoon, 6:30, KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer.
There's a couple of minor trouble spots popping up on the highway drive across town. Nothing that's really going to slow you down too much. Looks like a minor wreck on the westbound.
I was looking for some lulls. I might have one after this where we can discuss what we've been discussing.
Watch out for that. And seeing delays on the westbound side of I-70, it's been stopping.
So what am I doing here? Denver trial lawyers?
But the rest of the highway drive looks good across town. Up in the High Country Drive, watch out for changing tracks.
I so agree that people waste money. My God, if they have websites, they pay for advertising, yet they're not optimizing their presence. They're just not doing it.
Could be a chance of snow today with a high of 42.
It's
right
a
now
shame.
overcast and 35.
And you know what? Here's the worst thing,
Traffic and weather.
I'll tell you.
On 6:30
Is your family
They
ready
all
for
have
the flu
somebody
season?
telling them,
Knowing when
we
it's
got
the
you
flu
covered.
lets you
Yeah.
know when to call
It's usually
your
the
doctor.
IT guy or the
Remember, it's a
nephew.
fever.
And
So
it
be
always
prepared.
happens.
It's a
Like
modern
especially
trust.
this thing I have
Exergen
with
Temporal Scanner, backed by more than 80 clinical studies. Visit Exergen.com.
I think every single day we get a call about personal injury and people feel they've had a catastrophic injury, but it doesn't fall into the normal realm. It's just weird. Something's weird about it. Maybe a car exploded on impact, or a doctor mistreated somebody, a therapist, a dentist, or let's say that you were sexually assaulted, or you're just being the victim of some harassment. Personal injury, you don't know what it is, you call DenverTrialLawyers.com. They will go through it for you. DenverTrialLawyers.com for catastrophic injuries. 303-571-5302.
So last night you thought a little.
So here's the thing. SaferNet, I love these guys. I mean, it's an encrypted cloud.
Tommy, Mark, remember the Still Building call a couple days ago?
Yeah.
So they must have caught wind about it because they offered him all of his money back, but they wanted him to sign some legal mumbo jumbo today. I said, send it over to us so we can look at it. He goes, I'll fax it. I check in with him. He goes, well, I just called them and they said I'm not allowed to share it with you guys. I said, bullshit, you can share it with us.
Well,
right? But here, just
he
so you
didn't
know,
sign
this
it
is
yet, right?
no, he hasn't. But this is how it worked out. He read the mumbo jumbo to Eric and Seth. Our building guy. He goes, yeah, that sounds pretty industry standard, and he hired our guy to do his building.
Good deal.
So, but I was fired up about that. I said, no, they can't tell you can't share it.
What company was
Well, the sheer nature of being a confidentiality. Was it a confidentiality agreement?
Yes, but he didn't sign it.
I understand.
But he hadn't
But
even
it
signed
kind of
it.
defeats the fucking purpose,
It-
doesn't it?
It's
I mean,
crazy.
I can see
I was
the
so
logic in it.
pissed.
If they want you to enter into a confidentiality agreement and you share that agreement with a bunch of people, I could see the logic in not wanting you to do that.
I can't think of the Still Building that he was
They
calling
can't
about.
stop
If
him.
he said it, I would
Can
know.
you?
What? No.
General Steel?
It was General Steel.
You understand what I'm saying? They can't stop them, but it seems like weird because all they have to say is, well, now it's not confidential
I can't
anymore.
believe you didn't
Amazon
ask
collects
permission.
sales tax in 48 states.
And that guy says you're wrong about saying
Oh,
something
there's
about
states that don't have
manufacturers
sales
are
tax.
exempt,
Montana.
so he's on
Montana
line
doesn't have
3.
sales tax.
I'm not wrong because I didn't say anything. I asked a
Montana.
fucking question.
They don't have sales tax.
You can't be wrong when you ask a fucking question.
I don't see Alaska. No, I do see Alaska. Oh, Las Vegas doesn't have sales tax, right?
Nevada?
Florida?
Nevada, let's see.
Florida, I don't think so.
They don't have property tax. I don't know what they have actually.
What about Texas?
Florida is.
Got weird.
I'm almost never
Florida's
wrong.
on here. They do collect sales tax. Nevada's
That's
on
true.
here. Who are we missing?
Here's
Oh,
it.
Hawaii maybe.
Here it says
No,
Alaska,
Hawaii.
Delaware, Montana, New Hampshire, and Oregon do not have sales tax.
No Delaware. There's no Delaware on here.
But there's Alaska on there?
Alaska's right here.
Maybe they have something for...
They might have. It could be a
internet.
VAT, a value use tax. It could be something else.
Or
I'm a ways guy.
I never there's so many loopholes in sales tax.
I don't know anything about it.
The biggest one right now is HVAC companies. It drives
Oh
me
my
insane.
God, that's crazy.
They
shit.
buy some. Let's say they buy a furnace for $500, and they pay sales tax on it. They pay, let's just say, make it easy, 10%. So they just spent $560 on that. They sell it to a consumer for $5,000 or whatever they sell it for. Okay? They don't collect any more sales tax from the consumer. Their argument is we already paid sales tax on it.
That's complete bullshit. Because of the markup on there, it doesn't work that way.
Right. Yeah. But what they could be saying is...
I had Denver audit me so many fucking times on that.
How do they get away with it?
I have no idea, man. I don't have a clue.
They sell all over everywhere.
I used to buy valve stems, with shitload, thousands at a time for pennies. And I'd pay sales tax on those. Then, like every other automotive shop, I'd sell them for $4 and I'd do them tax exempt. So I could actually collect the tax and keep it on there. And when I got audited by Denver, oh, no, you can't do that. They said you have to use a retail price.
Oh, because you said tax exempt because you had already paid it.
Yeah, but the amount of tax I paid was nothing.
Right.
It's crazy.
I know, but you did pay it.
Yeah,
not
only that, I had to.
So you're saying paying sales tax once, what am I doing?
Technically, you would subtract the sales tax they paid on the $500, and then you would subtract that from the retail sales tax that was passed on to the customer. But they somehow can't, they don't do it.
Free second opinions. This is the time a lot of people get scared. It's so cold out. You're told you need a new furnace or a rebuilt furnace or something that is major. Fix It 24/7 says they'll come out free of charge with no obligation for a free inspection and a free second opinion. Do you hear that? Free second opinions if someone tells you you need a major repair or replacement. FixMyHome.com. Now, if you decide you do need that and want that furnace, $750 off. FixMyHome.com.
I just figured out how they might do it. I got to look at a ticket. They might just have one price at the bottom, $15,000, and not break down the parts.
Right.
And they're saying, oh, that's all fucking labor.
I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let me get a comment on this scam call. Then I got a guy who says we're wrong on sales tax. I don't know how I can be wrong on sales tax since I said I don't know, and I asked questions on please shed some light on this. Sales tax is so frickin' complicated. Do you realize when you sell
all over the country, they're saying it's your obligation all over the country to collect sales tax. It used to be if you went mail order, or as they used to say mail order, internet order, or any other kind, you didn't have to worry about it.
We have an app coming out I don't want to talk about right now, but it's going to change everything in a certain industry. But inside that app, we pay a lot of money to another company that integrated into our app to calculate sales tax everywhere in the entire country for everything.
Let me take this comment first from Jim on Eddie's call. His sister got scammed. They deposited $7,500 in her account. She went and bought Target gift cards for $7,500. Then she comes to find out the deposit was bad. Now they're trying to collect the $7,500 from her. So or the bank is, supposedly. Jim, what do you have to say about that?
Hi, Tom. Love your show. I've been listening since the days of Father John.
Gosh, all these long-time callers. Stay alive, please. I need the numbers. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, Eddie said that his sister bought 13 $500 gift cards. Well, that's only $6,500.
I think it was daughter.
Well,
but
whoever
anyhow,
it was, yeah. I think he also said one time 10 cards, I think.
The whole thing's goofy.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I think, okay? Maybe his sister doesn't want to tell him that she was trying to make a few bucks on the side with this. Maybe, that's how these scammers work. They appeal to your greed. They say, listen, we're sending you $5,000. You just have to pay our shipper $2,500, or you have to go out and do a secret shopping and spend $2,500, and you can keep $2,500. So, Jim, thanks for that comment. Now, Joe has a comment on sales tax. Go ahead, Joe.
Tom, the reason I said you're wrong, you gave the example of Mark being a manufacturer. That does not automatically exclude you from having to pay sales tax. Let me give you the simple example.
Okay.
If you're an art supply store, you buy a 100-pound block of clay and resell it 5-pound bricks, you're exempt because you're reselling the clay. If you're an artist and you convert that clay into a statue and you sell the statue, you haven't resold the clay. You are the consumer of the clay.
Oh. Interesting. Hold on then. If Mark buys parts for a computer, you're saying he would pay sales tax on that?
No. This is how it really worked. I bought all the parts and I bought them at wholesale. Not wholesale, I bought them tax exempt. I built the computer. Whatever I sold that computer to the consumer is what I collected and paid sales tax on.
But Joe, you're saying he should not have been exempt on those parts.
That's correct. If he bought a memory board and resold a memory board, that's an exempt transaction. If he was the consumer of those memory boards and chips and hard drives and he was reselling a finished product, he should have been paying sales tax. Now, a lot of people get away with it.
No, wait. Listen,
Do you understand what he's saying, though?
I understand, but
I want to make it more clear. I want to make it more clear,
well,
so
okay.
I do.
Go ahead, make it clear.
I just want to make sure I understand it. So on that clay example, that was a great example. If I buy the clay and pay sales tax on it, right? And I sell that clay.
No. If you buy the clay in bulk and resell it in smaller pieces, you're reselling the clay. That's it. When you bought the clay, you should have bought it tax exempt.
Okay, got it.
That's right.
But if I bought the clay and then I put it into a statue and sold the statue, that means that clay, I was the end user.
You were the consumer of the clay, and you should not have bought it tax exempt.
Okay.
Because you, the artist, were the consumer.
So if Mark built, using the same exact example, if Mark built...
Use a bigger one. Use a car. So when Ford buys parts to build a car, they pay sales tax on them?
That's a good example.
Some states, by the way, and some states will give manufacturing exemptions, but not every state. And that's a huge...
I can tell you how I did it forever, and I was audited in 4 different towns, including Denver, yearly for sales tax, and I was doing it properly.
So
I would buy the parts, sales tax exempt, okay, with a license and report everything.
Then build the
I
computer.
would build the computer, and let's say I sold it for $1,000. I would collect the sales tax on $1,000.
So what Mark is saying flies directly in conflict with what you just said using the clay example. Mark was the consumer of that memory, of that motherboard, because he used it to put into a computer, and he was the consumer of the hard drive because he put it into a computer, and he sold that computer and collected tax on it. That we know. But as a manufacturer, they told him, he said he was audited. I'm taking him at his word. There's no reason to lie about it. He said he never paid sales tax on that stuff.
And, maybe color, and I used to run 4 different manufacturing plants for the largest air conditioning manufacturer in the world. And we had to always be careful where we put those plants.
Isn't it confusing as hell? By the way, Joe, what you bring up, though, is very interesting.
I do want to ask him because he said AC.
Because the end user is the one that should pay the tax. You're right. And technically, when you buy stuff to put into another product and selling that other product, you are technically the end user of that component. I agree with you. I mean, that is a weird situation.
Well, this is a call to the state. This is no brain surgery on this one. But I want to ask him
let's call, hey, you know what, Suzanne? Let's call that sales tax. Let's call revenue and ask them if they have an expert that can answer some questions for us.
Joe, for the life of me, this doesn't make sense. If I am an HVAC guy, Mark's HVAC, and I go out and buy a furnace wholesale, and let's just say the furnace is $1,000, most companies pay sales tax on that furnace to the manufacturer or to the wholesaler. Do you agree with that?
No, they charge the sales tax to the homeowner.
See, that's not how they do
no,
it,
hold
though,
on
and
a
I know that for a fact.
Hold on a second. The entire industry is doing it wrong, Joe. Hold on.
No, you know what it is, Joe's.
That's what I mean. The entire industry is doing it wrong.
I know, but why? How did they get away with
That's
it?
what I want to know.
But his statue's not a good example either. Because
Why?
if he was selling a statue, he would have to charge sales tax.
There he would, yeah.
No, but he would have to be able to buy the clay tax exempt.
They're taxing it. What he is saying is you're taxing it twice.
He didn't.
He's getting taxed twice.
They're saying double tax.
Here's what he said. He said when he buys clay, if he uses it to build a statue
and then
sells
the
statue, obviously the statue, the customer pays sales tax. But he says he has to pay sales tax.
That's double taxing then.
That's what he said he does.
Dude, I
never heard of it.
I got
always
audited by Denver once a fucking year.
I always thought
and
if you're a
Castle Rock once a
manufacturer,
year.
you don't pay sales tax.
Right. That's all I thought it would be because it's in your end product.
Because you're selling everything. Hold on. Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. Okay, guys. Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is an insulation company. If you need to get your home insulated because it's old or has substandard insulation, good news. This is one of the greatest products you will ever see, and I'm going to let you see it. All you have to do is go to this website, foamyourwalls.com. It'll show you an amazing product. Here's what I love about it. It's environmentally friendly. It never gets hard. It's not an epoxy or a spray. It goes into your walls from the outside, covering every nook and cranny. Your home will be 50% more energy efficient. And you know what? It's going to be more quiet, too, up to 80% more quiet. Now, they do all of your walls with this foam. They do your ceilings with a blown-in fiberglass. If you have this done, the ceiling or the attic part is done at 20% off. This is a great time to insulate your home. Foamyourwalls.com, one of the best systems I have ever seen. Look at this video, foamyourwalls.com. You will be sold.
What I understand sales tax, so what's the gist of the question? Because I'm going to call Department of Revenue. I just
my
need to know
God.
the gist.
That's it. Okay. The gist of the question is,
machinery and tools.
who pays
This
sales
whole
tax?
thing is stuff you don't tax exempt.
Does a manufacturer pay sales tax on each component, or whatever? Because we're having differing
If you're an artist,
on
it would be the
manufacturing.
same kind of thing.
The following are, listen, the following are exempt. The manufacture of tangible personal property. So any parts that you use to build something to sell, you don't pay sales tax on.
Why did he?
And he's also saying the exact opposite, who knows, the exact opposite of anybody we have ever talked to in the HVAC business.
Do you know this show gets down to such petty fucking reference every day?
No, but
It makes the show.
people love this
I
shit.
know I love it. They always talk. Every day there's a different issue, though.
Petty fucking arguments. I love that.
But every day we have a different argument.
But so if they charge that as labor, you know, whatever there, would they have to pay other taxes on the labor?
And right now there's hundreds of people driving around going, those some bitches are wrong. That Joe's an idiot.
Well, no, the problem is most people have no idea the answers to these questions.
No.
A lot of times we don't because we have so
Yeah.
much misinformation coming in. Right here, this is about as simple as it gets. Sales and use tax, colorado.gov. Purchases of components for manufactured product are exempt. The guy's a moron! God, that drives me crazy. How adamant was he that he was right?
He was adamant.
Denver would have fucking killed me.
If the product is sold and used outside
Colorado.gov.
Colorado tax is not
Good,
due
let's-
on the sale.
What's that?
Oh, if the product is sold and used outside of Colorado, Colorado tax is not sold on the sale.
Yeah. Yeah, if I shipped a computer to,
You know what?
if I shipped a computer to Texas,
I think sales tax.
I wouldn't have to collect sales tax on it. That's normal. That goes every day, man.
So that seems.
That's why you buy an expensive watch and have
Yeah,
it
but
in the
Mark,
box.
but
I
if
know
I-
nowadays they do want you to collect it,
Right.
No, that's where you're shipping it, not who's selling it. There, wherever it lands is where the sale. Here, I'll give you a perfect
No, I
example.
know, but
when you
you
buy a car, it's your registered address.
No, I know.
When you have furniture delivered, it's your registered address.
Yeah.
But what we're asking is,
Right.
Yeah.
as a merchant,
Yes.
if you sell to someone,
Yes.
the sales tax in there, do you charge their sales tax to them?
No, technically that person is supposed to pay it that gets it.
What, they're supposed to get it and fill out
Yes,
a
and
form?
that's why
Who
everything
does it?
that nobody, but that technically when you have a garage sale, you're supposed to pay
Well, of
sales
course,
tax.
but that's.
But
Yeah.
the other thing though is this though, Amazon and these guys, one of the reasons Amazon has to collect in 48 out of 50 states is why? They have fulfillment centers in fucking
Yeah.
48 states.
Right.
They have a presence. If you have a presence in that
If you
state,
don't
you
have a
have to do
presence,
it.
you don't have to.
Well, they're fighting that. Places like eBay are starting to collect it because they're afraid they're going to get screwed.
I think that's what I like.
So you mean to tell me that some guy
Because
in
they're
the
saying-
state, eBay sends them a random check saying, "Here, we owe you this," you know, for all the shit they collected from Colorado.
Yep.
And then because they're happy.
That's our app, literally. If we sell a furnace or whatever we sell, if we sell a widget in freaking New York and it lands in Albany, in whatever tax district, it's going to collect that sales tax. Not only that, it's going to forward it instantly out of that payment, out of our bank account to whoever that county is.
Does it fill out the form for that?
It does
yet?
everything. It's all automated.
That is the most wonderful software in the fucking world.
It purely protects us, and it doesn't hurt anything because it has nothing to do with our price. It's just sales tax. That software costs $400 a month, bro. There's nothing cheap about it because everything constantly changes. Every year, everybody's sales tax change.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter.
Man, this is so confusing whenever we get into these calls. We also have Get Found Fast here. Now, I got to remind you, please, if you have a website for your business, if you call us, you can even give it to Suzanne and then listen. You don't even have to hold. Just give us your website address. They will analyze it free, and it'll be a pretty good analysis of what you could do better. Really, no obligation. All you do is call us and give us the website. Now, we did one, for example, on the Art of Granite. And the Art of Granite, you know, I have to say I'm happy the referral list came up right away and his presence there, but he needed a lot of help. He needs a lot of little things on that site. They did Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, and you guys found some stuff for Frankie. We'll talk about that and more, but give us your website, okay? Call us, 303-713-TALK. Now,
all right, Colorado.gov. Can I read this real quick?
Yeah.
Purchases of components for manufactured products are exempt, as component purchases manufactured create tangible personal property.
So, Joe, that's pretty clear. That came from Colorado.gov. It says, say it again quickly.
It says purchases of components for manufactured products are exempt.
So, Joe?
And so obviously Mark is correct in Colorado, but I can tell you that is not the case in all 50 states.
Okay.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay. So it's too crazy. I mean, it's just too crazy trying to figure that out. Bill, what do you have to say about it? Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I worked for a company that was a manufacturing company that the parts we bought for the product that we manufactured were tax exempt.
Right. That's right. And that's what we're finding out in most cases, Bill.
I still am very curious in the HVAC industry how it works.
Thought Bill had more.
Do you have anything else to add, Bill? Go ahead.
Okay. And the only people that are exempt from paying sales taxes are religious, schools, and the state of Colorado. And they have to have a certificate that they're exempt with a number, and you have to record that number. But
sure.
Because you get audited, they look for it.
All right. Well, thank you. Now, Russell, go ahead. Did you have something else to add? You called about eBay and about they're still collecting even though you're exempt. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. What you didn't let me finish was my website has Avalon tax that collects tax in Colorado for Colorado residents.
Right.
But if I buy products on eBay to send to one of my customers in Colorado, now I've gotten taxed twice. For the same
That's
item.
right. I don't know. And you're asking why do they do it? And again, I don't know, and I don't know what you do about it. I mean, if eBay says, sorry, we're going to charge you sales tax anyway.
Did you go through the hoops on eBay, Bill, to get their exemption so they understand you're exempt?
Yeah, I did that, and I submitted my DR at 0863, whatever, exemption file from Colorado, whatever.
And why'd they decline it?
They just, I don't know. They don't give you an explanation, and neither, my buddy, I've got lots of friends that have businesses all around the country, and they won't exempt anybody.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Russell,
nervous.
Then you can decide not to do business with them, or they think it's too much trouble, so they're just going to collect from everyone.
Amazon collects sales taxes in 48 states.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
What do you have?
How are you?
Good. You have a website.
I do. I was actually going to call in on the tax topic, but I think you guys have nailed it. I work with over 4,300 manufacturers across the U.S.
Oh man,
and
what do you do?
We have a promotional marketing agency, so we do print and promo items. We sell them to companies for their use, and we charge our customers
Tchotchkes. Yeah, you sell. So we're starting to get requests for website analysis. So you have bigdogbranding.com?
Yes, that's correct.
We're going to do
Hold
that.
tight and we'll look at it.
Yeah, you hold tight. We'll come back to you. Okay? Bigdogbranding.com. And then Adam, hang on. He's on hold here for irrigationguru.net. Irrigationguru.net. Just on an aside, the .com and .net. I've had a little personal rule that I use. If I can't get the .com, I don't get the .net and hope it works. I get the .net in addition to the .com, but I will never get just the .net. I'm Tom Martino, and we'll see what they think about that coming up. We have website optimization experts and more.
No matter where you choose to call home.
So if you buy an expensive watch, you're in New York, Mark or Tom, you buy your wife an expensive watch, and the salesman goes, hey, I'll ship the box.
Yeah, that's illegal, but that's what they do.
Yeah, no, I've done that.
It's illegal. People have gotten busted for it.
So am I supposed to pay tax on that watch when I get to Colorado?
Well,
yes, technically.
No, hold
God
on.
almighty.
If they ship the box,
just an empty box.
Yeah, that's illegal. But no, you don't pay tax in that case because
it's a box.
But if they found out, yeah.
In general, though, if they actually ship the watch to you, you are supposed to report that. No one in their right mind ever does.
Okay, all right.
Technically, if you have a garage sale in Castle Rock, you're supposed to collect it.
Really?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But no one monitors it.
Right.
There's no time to monitor pennies. They're looking at big dollars.
Big dollars.
Like cars. Like headphones.
Yeah,
cars.
Cars, you
can't do extra stuff because you pay the sales tax.
I'll tell you the big one. You start looking at RVs. You start looking at planes. People want to go over to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Because in Wyoming you pay zero. If I registered my RV in Wyoming, I wouldn't pay a damn nickel for registration. But if they catch it here at Tom's house when he had his buses, they actually sent a tax man out to make sure his fucking bus was there, didn't they?
They did?
Well, yeah, it's 8% on a $1 million.
Yeah.
What is the name of our access unit?
What do you mean our access?
What is our little red box called? Our little red box for remotes. What do we call it?
Tie-line.
Oh.
Is that who makes it?
Tie-line?
Yeah, Tie-line.
And it's IP? You plug in an Ethernet?
Yeah.
Okay, and does it have like separate headphone and microphone inputs?
Yes.
Like a mixer?
No, it's a rack unit. It's big. It's not big.
Okay.
No, Mark. I'm talking about the ones we bought for ourselves at home.
No, man. We just pieced it together with
what is that one you bought?
Lucy Light. It's
no.
basically Lucy Light, but we have our own.
That goes on the laptop.
We bought our own hardware for it.
I'm talking about the hardware we have.
It's called Sonnet. Isn't it Sonnet?
It's really good.
Okay, well, this
you
is
plug
all
in a mic, you plug in a
I see
headphone.
what you're saying. This has software and everything.
Yeah, this plugs into the Ethernet.
That's
and
one
there's
unit that
headphones.
does everything.
Yeah, they're about $5,000.
Yeah, instead of spending $5,000, we piecemeal it.
Gotcha. Okay, I just didn't know.
I forgot that we have an external piece of software.
Tie-Line makes one of those now, though.
Yeah.
It's like $5,000.
Right.
iHeart did. Yeah, but he's doing like, he's doing fucking basketball games and shit.
Oh,
He does
God.
remotes in
Shannon does that. Shannon does more remotes than anybody in this building.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, basically. He did.
So he actually talks on it and stuff?
Or
If this site
he's
is
the
20 years
producer,
old, I can't wait.
the technical producer, whoever's there.
Yeah.
What was your idea for doing something for your needy clients?
Here, pause that for a minute.
Weighed more than 100 pounds each. Officials say his body will be sent to a taxidermist in Nairobi so it can go on display. Kimberly Brooks, ABC News.
Question, is it really a diet if you eat and lose weight? Yes. Get proven results with Jenny Craig's all-new Jenny 30 plan. Eat the foods you love 6 times a day with no prep or cooking required. Jenny Craig's dedicated coaches will support and motivate you to success with a personalized plan based on your DNA. Lose 5 to 10 pounds in 30 days with Jenny 30. Dial pound 250 on your smartphone and say Jenny Craig to learn how to save $30 a week on Jenny 30. Dial pound 250 and say Jenny Craig.
Credit Karma can help you make financial progress by giving you free scores, reports, and monitoring. But Credit Karma does not give you the love that only a mother can. It's just an app.
I miss my mom.
But you can use Credit Karma to help you improve your credit. But it cannot solve the eternal questions surrounding the human condition.
Oh, come on, I need answers.
But signing up is free. No credit card needed. Just download the Credit Karma app now.
Oh, there's my answer.
Credit Karma. Here's to progress.
KHOW News Time, 12:03.
A winter weather advisory goes into effect from 6 o'clock tonight until early Saturday morning in the metro area. We're looking at about 2 to 6 inches of snow in parts of the metro. The high country will get hit much harder.
The mountains will block the majority of that snow. However, we are expecting some of it to spill down into Denver, especially late Thursday night into the Friday morning commute.
That's Fox 31's Dave Frazier. As much as 3 feet could fall in the mountains. The Great Hall Project DIA could be getting some new life.
The deal between Denver and the airport's new contractor passed through a council committee and is now headed for a full council vote later this month. If approved, the construction in the main hall airport terminal would restart in March, this time led by the company Hansel Phelps. Officials are still hoping to be done with the renovation by the year 2024.
That's Connor Shreve reporting. For more news, listen to The Daily Dive. The big news stories explained, not shouted. Listen to The Daily Dive each day on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. I'm Chad Hoffman.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
If you're looking forward to a nice scenic mountain drive, you need to postpone those plans. It's an icy and dicey commute along the I-70 corridor from Georgetown traveling out west, and it's really dangerous in a couple of spots. Eastbound I-70 is now shut down at East Vale due to multiple spinouts along that stretch. No estimated time of reopening. Also, US 6 over Loveland Pass, that's shut down due to a head-on collision with 2 semis. Now, there's no injuries, but it's going to take a while to get that cleared out of the way, so expect US 6 over Loveland Pass to be closed for quite some time. The weather forecast could be about a 30% chance of snow today in the Denver area with a high 42. Right now, overcast and 35. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today.
This week, I take the best calls. And then Saturday we run them, and we're going to be running that product and more.
idea.
But it's truly a very entertaining.
Look at the calls we got.
What do we got?
For analyzing. Do you have them all?
No, it's
Stevie, can you
down.
your screen here?
Oh my God, we got to get
Sorry,
you up.
just yell at that when that happens there. Okay, there you go.
They're probably looking at a free plug for
Sometimes it goes
themselves.
down all the way.
Who knows? What difference does it make, right?
Yeah. Do you have it? Do you help?
No, they'll have questions.
Yeah.
You should pull them up and be looking at
Oh,
them.
that's what I'm doing.
Dusty's doing the analysis. She's the brain. But it's stunning how many people haven't looked at their own website in years.
Well, they don't even know what to look for now.
Well, pretend it's your inside of your store and it looks like shit.
Hey, how come Art of How come Art of Granite,
outside of your store,
the one you guys showed us
Yeah.
on their Google pane? How come it does? How does that? How does that interlink work with us back there? The actual review part of the Google pane.
You asked a lot of questions there. So, with you or with the Art of Granite?
Pull up Art of Granite
Yeah.
real quick so I could actually ask.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling it's part of the directory. Go up. How does that pop?
So Google, and this would have been fun to talk about, but Google's trying to give everybody the best information possible, so the referral is just so strong.
Hey, Tom Martino here. We got an exciting show for you. We're going to talk about increasing your business. We talked about a lot of stuff in the first couple of hours. I urge you to check out our podcasts on iHeart Radio app. Also, we're on, of course, Facebook and YouTube Live and archived. Go to referralist.com. We keep it all there, too. So, listen, here's the deal. We have some experts here, and we use them, getfoundfast.com. And bottom line is this. Everyone has a different opinion on how to make websites good and how to find websites and search engine optimization. And mostly the field is filled with BS, mostly. I mean, I'm tired of businesses being ripped off. And then it's shocking to me how many people, here's the biggest problem in business. They all think they got everything covered because someone tells them so. I talked about SaferNet, by the way, which to me is one of the most basic things everyone should have. Everyone. And there's not one company that does it, not one that I know of that does it like this. SaferNet.com is a encrypted filter. So that means none of your stuff can be read or intercepted or stolen on the way into the internet, on the internet, or on the way back to your computer. It's a filter. All of your web traffic goes through the filter and comes back through the filter. Therefore, you are absolutely immune from ransomware. No one can lock up your computer network and say you got to pay us $50,000 to get your data back. And there are people right here in Denver that happen to $25,000, $50,000, $10,000 to get your stuff back, or malware or viruses. They absolutely keep you safe. And guess what? The most you're going to pay is like $3.99 per device. It's cheaper the more you have. So when I do a commercial like this, I mean, my dear, lovely friend who was here who has a website, I said, so what do you think about it? He goes, yeah, we're pretty well protected. And I know he doesn't have a clue if they're protected, because I know this. He's not protected, because this is the only system that does it. So if you don't have safernet.com, you're not protected like that. You might have great IT people. You may have great malware. You may have great, anti-malware and anti-spyware and all that. But you can never get the encryption, and you can never get the protection of safernet.com for that price. Why everyone doesn't have it, I don't know. And anyway, it's safernet.com. Now, the reason I brought it up, the same thing happens with search engine optimization, digital marketing, and all of that. I go to some of my clients. I am in the business of helping people solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. I'm also in the business of helping businesses grow. That's why I have referralist.com. That's why I do what I do with commercials. If I believe in a business and they pass my background check and they pass and they take care of people, I want to promote them. Okay? So we have this relationship where I endorse them. But you know what? I want them to work. I want their businesses to thrive. And you'd be surprised how many don't know what they're doing when it comes to their website. Yet, if you ask them, that the worst thing you can have is a really smart business owner, because they think they know everything. And I say, what about, protection from ransomware and malware? Oh, yeah, we're covered on that. Yeah. We have all that covered. They don't know, but they want to know, and they believe they're IT people. Do you have safernet.com? No, but we have something else. Okay, then there's another thing we ask them about. What about search engine Oh, yeah, we have search engine optimization. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we have that. We have this, we have that. We have a great relationship. How much you paying? Oh, $3,000, $4,000 a month. Really, what results you have? Well, it's pretty good, pretty good. But really, they don't know. How's your website load? How does it look? Where does it show up? Oh, we got that covered. Okay, what's the other one, Mark? People are unaware of, and yet they all think they know it. Credit card processing. I say, so what about this? What about that? Oh, yeah. We have a great relationship. We have this, and they're paying out the nose. So when you have sometimes, I'm one of those people. I have to fight the tendency to try to think I can do everything. I was one of those people. When you have people in business who are very good at what they do, they think they know everything, and their business falters because of it. They think they have it knocked when it comes to digital marketing. They think they have it knocked when it comes to credit card processing. They think they have it knocked when it comes to filtering out bad malware and software and ransomware. They think they have it knocked when it comes to everything. They have too much control, and they believe too many people. So how do you know if things are working? Kenny is a guest with Get Found Fast. He said, here's something easy, Tom. If their store was a mess, they would know by just walking through the store. I mean, they know. How does this look to somebody walking in? If there's half-eaten lunch on the counter and there's stuff you can't find on the shelves, if it looks like a piece of crap, that's easy, right? But how many of these people actually use their website or go out and look for themselves or actually see how they appear to others? How many people know if a digital concerted attack could pierce their so-called firewall? How many people know all this? Anyway, and then we talked about data collection. John has a comment on that. Everywhere you go, data is being collected. Data and information is the new commodity. Amazon and Google and Facebook being some of the top information gatherers. What did you have to say, John, about data collection?
Well, Tom, I worked for a Colorado startup that began collecting energy data around 15 years ago. And this company and almost every company, it's called big data, and you write code. You have developers write artificial intelligence that goes out and gathers data. So in our case, it gathered every bit of information about energy that existed. If the data existed, we would collect it. And we sold it for a fortune to every kind of business, traders, oil producers. The federal government bought every product we had. And we sold the company for $80 million.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Information.
And it's being done on everything. So it's being done on stoplights. It's being done on traffic. The NSA, Edward Snowden released the classified information that the NSA was recording every single cellular call in America in a data center in Utah. So this is big data. And some of it is good. It is good for the economy. So if you know what energy prices and production is doing, you can make money off of that, and that's good data to buy. And we all want weather data. We want traffic data. So a lot of it is for the better. But on your computer and on your telephone, if you're using something for free, whether it's a game on your phone or a search engine, you are the product.
That's right.
Free.
That's
well,
right.
And even if you're not, Apple would still collect it, and Samsung themselves.
You're right, John. Data collection. And again, I go back to this guy when I read his book years ago, John Nesbitt, or Naisbitt, however you want to pronounce it, who wrote Megatrends. This guy had a crystal ball. The guy, I'm just telling you, when he said information is a commodity, people didn't even know what he meant. And he meant what we're talking about now. And then the other thing he said a lot of other things that people that I don't want to get into right now. It's for a different show. But he had something called radical centrist. That's coming. That hasn't even come yet. Radical centrist. Why is that? Because people are going to be so sick to death of the extreme right and the extreme left talking to us like we are freaking idiots. Really, it's going to get that way. Radical centrist. You think, well, wait a minute, being centrist, how can that be radical? Oh, it will be. It'll be as crazy as, the farthest right and farthest left, but in the centrist, it's just basically revolting. Like, we're not going to take it anymore. Don't talk to me like an idiot. We're not going to be in people's bedrooms, but we're also not going to go into their bank accounts to take all their money. Because if you take everything somebody owns, guess what? They don't produce anymore. Or if you try to give away everything to corporations, they don't necessarily have the goodness of mankind in mind. But it's each end of the spectrum. There will be radical centrists. And I'm going to be glad to count myself among them. Those are the people that will take bits from the right and bits from the left and then radically endorse them for just bits. So let's talk about these websites. Which one, Dusty, from Get Found Fast, Dusty, which one should we do?
Sure. So it was really great. We were lucky enough for two of you guys to be really brave.
Okay, which one should we take first?
So why don't we go ahead and just look at
Big Dog?
BigDogBranding.com. And what I'd love for everybody to do is just go to your Google and type in Big Dog Branding.
Okay.
And I want you to all look at what that comes up. Maybe these people haven't even looked at what happens.
Now, will different results come up for different people?
Mm-hmm, they sure will. And the reason why is because there are different optimization beacons that I like to call that are put onto a website that allow the Google bots to get to a website and present it to us humans on page one of Google.
I mean, what I'm saying is your page one of Google the same as mine or the same as some?
Not always. Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
No, not always. And quite honestly, we should do a little around the room here and see what the differences are.
Okay, but anyway, what can you tell them? We said if people give us websites, we will tell you and analyze a little bit about your site through the talents of Get Found Fast.
Great.
So quickly, what's a quick analysis of that site, BigDogBranding.com?
They have a very beautiful, beautiful website, but if you were to find them for anything that they are, promotional marketing, promotional hats, promotional tote bags, they are nowhere to be found, not even onto page 3 or 4 of Google. And why I'm so passionate about that is because only 4.98% of people ever go to page 2 of Google. So if you're not on page 1, you're irrelevant. You're invisible. You're invisible.
I can't believe that only 4% go beyond that.
Yeah.
So these guys are getting no leads to their website unless you type in their name.
Unless you type in their
Showing
name.
up for your name, piece of cake.
No, showing up for your name is like come on.
Right.
That's like asking for a compliment from mother.
Right.
But I'm talking about what happens if you searched promotional hats or what do you call it, Mark? What
you know what's interesting?
Shotsky or whatever.
Swag.
I didn't even see their Google panel.
They don't
until I typed in their entire name, which is pro forma Big Dog branding.
Correct, and that's a problem too.
That's a big problem.
So it's a beautiful website, like you said. Does it load fast? Is it pretty good that way?
In about 5 seconds.
Is that's slow?
It is, and that's sad. We have the attention of goldfish, truly. If your website loads in less than 3 seconds, 53% or more people won't even wait.
You
They'll leave.
mean in more than 3 seconds? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So a 5-second load time is fairly quick, right? 5 seconds.
But it's not.
But it's not.
Not in the internet world. So Chris, you don't show up for when we go looking for your stuff. I just tried it. Tried to look for promotional stuff under all the major keywords you would look for, and you don't even show up. Hold on. Let's come back to this and more. Call up if you want help with your website. Plus, Eva, you need help with a bill from the doctor and more. Coming up.
It's Ross Kaminsky.
Mornings at 5.
I know there's no crying in radio, but I'm tempted because I lost my Super Bowl bet, and now I've got to wear a Bernie shirt and eat a bell pepper. Join me for the pain Friday morning at 8.
I don't have my kids. Ideal Home Loans for your next ideal home loan. If you're looking for a loan, ideal. Let me tell you why. There are so many reasons. First, the interest rate guarantee. It's so obvious. If interest rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. That's a 2-year guarantee. And every time you close, you get another 2 years. You're always within a guarantee period, right? They also do credit optimization. Even though you're approved, they go beyond that to improve your credit. Like just changing certain things, like maybe an address or paying down a balance by $20 or $30 to get you better pricing. And then they have the custom term loan where you get the lower rate, but you don't have to go back to 30 years. And all of their guarantees are put in writing, including a 3-week close. And for cash offers, you can do one if you have a pre-approval. It's like a cash offer. These guys are ideal. For idealhomeloans.com, go there, idealhomeloans.com, 303-867-7000.
Hey, babe, if I'm going to try to drive you to yoga today, I'm going to go grab my ride now and then come back and work until you're done. Is that what you want to try to do?
Say it again.
Do you want me to drive you to yoga today or not? Because if so, I'm going to go grab my ride now and then come back and work until your meeting is over. Is that what?
Yeah, I mean, or I can. Oh yeah, that's right. Because yours
it's right
is
here.
done.
Mine's done. I was going to go get it now and just work until you were
fine.
done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just meet you there or whatever.
Well, I'll be here.
Okay.
Working.
We're our basement, so
all right. I'll see you guys in a little bit then.
Oh, good. I'm ready to talk to them.
I just
got
found it,
all
too.
their stuff. Okay, good. The other thing that's really interesting about Big Dog, and this goes with what you guys were talking about with information and authenticity, is their website is 11 years old, and Google rewards companies for having a old website because you are who you say you have been for a long time, as opposed to a 1-year-old website. So the fact that they're 11
You mean
years
domain?
Yeah, their URL. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, a lot of times I'll see, just like them, or like, who was it, The Art of Granite, I'll see our ratings for them, but I won't see Home Advisor, Angie's List. Sometimes I also will see Angie's List or Home Advisor.
The other
So I assume that means they're part of that network.
And if your website isn't responsive design for mobile, Google will penalize you. You won't get ranked. Like that one we're looking at, Irrigation Guru. His website was built in like 1950 or something.
So you look at on mobile, it's just
because
you can't even read
more
it.
than 50% of searches happen on a cell phone.
I'd say way more.
Right?
Yeah,
Probably more than
70%
that.
is the argument.
So Google will penalize your rank if you don't have a mobile-friendly site. Click to call.
It's amazing that we won't go to the second page.
This is
That's
very
better.
good.
Well, but it's not because look,
Yeah.
where is
I've
their
never
website?
thought of that. I've never.
Where's their website?
No.
What's going on?
I'm not go
Why
free
is that
down.
up?
It's page one.
Because, yeah, so we
Yeah.
Unless it's
fix that.
something
We
so
don't have
niche
it.
and specific.
Yeah, unless I'm looking for something really crazy.
Just go right there.
I'm a gun nut, so I do a lot of gun parts and stuff.
A human.
And nothing
right?
aggravates
They
me
would
more
need
than
to go-
scaling
they have
through
to
those
have people,
pages,
and then they go
trying to
into
save a
here,
nickel.
and they go into their
You know, or
online business.
get free shipping on shit or whatever it
People
is.
just are afraid to
I'm just like,
look at
click
things.
there,
So I
go.
work with them with trial
And
lawyers,
it's got to work
right?
on
You
mobile.
guys know
Yeah, that's the thing. And I do it all from here
And
now.
I manage.
Unless I'm sitting in front of my laptop, which is rarely.
Phone's your laptop.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's a big deal. I can see that.
Kind of.
That's huge.
Call Optima now for a free consultation. Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575.
It's almost.
Did you try doing Panacea Life? I know they're.
They spend a lot. Panacea Life is. They got in-house people.
Yep.
I think you forget they're a fucking, $50 million company or whatever.
Our basement looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, it did. It looks like I would actually be like, if you have a company, they're doing good. There's like some user experience things, but overall they're doing good.
So how did you guys go from selling advertisement to managing people's information? Did you just have an idea one day and
As far as
said,
getting into digital?
yeah, you thought, hell, I can make this better.
Because they used to sell radio, now they sell digital.
It's
an agency.
it's marketing for small to medium-sized businesses in Denver, and it's the same.
And you got just
same client base.
Same client base.
Yeah.
Well, when Kenny and Greg started it in 2005-06, there was, the rumor of, the internet and the Google, and these things had just been invented.
Yeah, exactly
and we
right.
had just gone from 60 second to 30-second commercials here in this building, and they're like,
$600
what the hell? And so they were evolving and being more innovative.
I know,
and,
that's better than I thought.
The new thing.
Yeah, so shit, I can use my sales talents to market this to the same company, same clientele.
Because it's all about eyeballs.
Oh yeah,
and leads.
yeah.
Well, and that doesn't include.
Was it rough in 2005 and 6 trying to convince idiots out there?
That's
that
just
stuff?
on
It's hard to start any business, right?
Yeah,
People don't
yeah.
realize
People
how
want
much
to know your
that
body of
saves.
work.
Oh,
and you
like I
don't
said,
clients.
don't have
So you gotta
anybody.
get- So you got to get
Colorado's
clients.
going to go.
Right.
So I had a lot of networking connections to the radio
Well,
station.
the other one they did that I didn't do was
Very
2%.
nice.
Bill.
Very nice.
So I had a lot
What's
of
2%
leads
of
from
$1 million?
buddies and
That would have been
That's
my
glorious.
money.
That's good, man.
I mean, that gets crazy. That's $30,000 or whatever.
Hi, Tom Martino, your
Troubleshooter 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Eva, let me take your problem right now. It's unrelated to search engine optimization. Also, it's unrelated to websites. But I do want to help people. And I want to remind everyone that we have Get Found Fast here. And if you call up, you don't even have to stay on hold. You can call up. Unless you want the feedback directly, you can give a website to Daphne, and she will write it down, and they'll analyze it. A quick, free analysis with no obligation. So, Eva, what's going on with your doctor?
Oh, hi.
Hi. What's happening?
I had 2 procedures last year. One was in the beginning of the year, and I did not have insurance. I did pay for insurance in July, and I had another procedure later. And I was calling about that procedure, the billing for that.
Well, what do you want? You just want a bill? They're not billing you?
No. I'm almost done. So when I called about the questioning about the amount of the bill after I had insurance, they looked up my account and saw that they never billed me for the first procedure.
Oh, I see.
Anesthesiologist. So I'm wondering, because I never got billed for it, I know it's only a year now, I probably don't have a leg to stand on to negotiate with them, do I?
Well, you can always negotiate, but here's the deal, Eva. People have 6 years to collect in Colorado. They can collect after that, but they don't have any threat because they can't get a judgment. And in most states, it's similar. There's a statute of limitation statute of limitations for getting a judgment, not for demanding money, but they can demand all they want. They just can't get it. But up to 6 years. It really bothers people when they're not billed. It bothers me. Listen, I had something done. It wasn't medical. It was something I forget now. And the guy said, you know what? I didn't send you a bill for that. And even though you really owe the money and you didn't pay it, it kind of sucks because you forget about it. And it's almost like you're losing that money or something, even though you technically agreed to it. Yeah, but you have to pay it.
Yeah, okay.
Now, you have to make sure, here's the deal. If they billed you late, Eva, and it resulted in you losing coverage and therefore more comes out of your pocket, you would definitely have something there because now it becomes a matter of damages.
I see. But no, this is it's referring to a bill that they found after I had insurance and I didn't have it for the other procedure.
Okay.
And that's when they found that they forgot to bill me.
How much is it?
It's over $1,000.
Did you ask them? I would say, this is quite a hardship coming now. I was in a better position then. Is there anything we can do to settle this?
You can usually negotiate with cash.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't unaware of some extra rights that I had.
Yeah, no extra rights, but you do have rights when it hurts you.
If you went to, we got to ask John Jones this, if you went to something outside of your network because you were on vacation or something, but yet you still had coverage, and let's say it happened in December, so the time you were seen was in December, they finally bill you the next year. If you capped out that year before, you shouldn't even have to pay for that. Your insurance should pick it up. What do you think?
Yes, but it's difficult to go retroactive. Technically, you're correct. And with insurance, there are contract dates and there are figures. So it theoretically is correct.
It's going to be a pain in the ass, but correct.
Yes, you are correct. The same goes with anything like that. When you go retroactive, it becomes a problem.
Hey, my homeowners, I just put a hail claim in, and guess what? The time it was done, I had one insurance company. Now I've got a brand new one. They're not happy, but they did pay out.
And you know what they're really
Thanks to Paragon.
What they're really not happy about is they can't surcharge you.
No.
Because you're with another company. And, see, here's what happens. When there's a storm like that and they pay out big time and then they go to surcharge you, usually people have no choice but to stay with the company because you can't change when you have a claim like that. Because it would be too high. So you end up having to stay there being surcharged. So, Mark, you switched companies before, like, the other company didn't know about the claim or before you had filed the claim?
I didn't know I had hail damage like a lot of people.
Oh, my goodness. So you managed to get preferred rates on the new company.
Compass did a insurance checkup on me and said, hey, we found a new company that's going to be way better for you for your homeowners.
And that claim did not count against you?
No. And they switched me over. Then a month later, I see the ladies next door getting a new roof. And I'm like, I better go take a look.
I would never recommend this, but think about the strategy of doing this. You know you may have damage, but you're not sure. So you don't put in a claim. In fact, you have a year to put in a claim. And during that year, you get a new policy. And then after you get the new policy, you say, by the way, I may have had damage. I ought to get it checked. Then you get it checked. You already secured a new policy. It's a good rate. Now the old company has to pay and can't raise their rates. What? I would never accuse you of doing that on purpose, but holy cow, what a strategy. Okay, did we analyze another? Oh, I wanted to talk to him about his site and why he doesn't show up, but he hung up. The guy, the big dog guy.
So, can I ask business owners to do one thing?
Yeah.
If you own a retail store and you're trying to run that business and you haven't been inside your store for 2 years, and you wonder why you're not selling any shoes, go to your own website and navigate it and see how it works. Does it load fast? Does it make sense? Does it look nice? The website's your storefront, man.
Look at what you say about making sense. I am shocked sometimes at how difficult it is to get around a website.
And people aren't going to stay on that long. They will bounce off. Now, number 2, check it on your mobile device.
I want you to check. I want you to check 2 sites for me. It's the same site, but 2 different URLs. Is it possible that different URLs perform differently for different sites? It's the same site. For example, you hear me talk about realcbdthatworks.com. Okay, I gave it that name because I thought it would be easier to remember to buy really quality CBD products, right? realcbdthatworks.com. Now, they also have PanaceaLifeSciences.com because that is the name of their company. I'd like to know if there's a difference or what the site is in general. I've had different feedback on it. They love the CBD products. Well, I never have a problem with that. But some people said they found it difficult. And I'd like to know what the stats show. So it's realcbdthatworks.com. And I love the products. But again, that's the site, realcbdthatworks.com. But they're also, I believe it is PanaceaLifeSciences.com. That's their actual company. We got more. Let's talk about that. And, of course, all the people on the line right after this.
This is
I gave it a 1.
So, on the Facebook, thank you, I have, I've been looking.
Yeah, as long as you're looking, you're
yeah,
good.
thank you so much.
Reply to him. Yeah,
I
we'll
did.
look at Boot
Oh, you
Hill.
did?
Yeah, I did reply.
Okay,
Big Dog Branding, he didn't stay on the line.
No, it's too bad because he would be a perfect. He's in a good spot. He just needs some help.
What the hell does this guy mean? Can get found fast assist if you only sell on other platforms such as Amazon, eBay?
You answered him.
Yeah, there are other companies that will do that sort of work.
Okay.
Our specialization
We
is
haven't
to
had
have your
anything
website
interesting for you to call
Amazon
on,
Best.
Deputy
Do you know
Slim.
like
No, not today. I'm glad
not
to be here,
looking to
though.
drive business to
We'll
Amazon.
come
We're
up
looking
with
to drive
something.
business to your
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
website.
Right.
So that's
But that's okay.
How you feeling today?
Yeah, I know for us.
All right.
Good.
There's another one, TrueWestProductions.org.
Boot Hill Auto Brokers.
That must have just came up.
It's on Facebook. Reply to him.
Do you want to do the CBD?
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah.
Get relief with super fast online delivery.
Where did you see the other one? I only see the Optic Gallery.
Yeah, where do you see the Boot Hill? I don't see it.
It is. Fast. Let me see. Good morning. God, you guys are making me go through all these again.
No, I don't. Is it way up there?
I just want.
Right here, Justin Bowers, BootHillAutoBrokers.com. Thank you. Right here, Dan.
I don't see it either.
PanaceaLife.com.
Can't say one that's good.
What is it? True West.
Oh. TrueWestProductions.org.
I don't see it either. I mean, I see him where he say it, but I don't see his.
We'll just look it up and reach out to him.
Yeah. No, it's the indiscrepancy on what even your Facebook is showing and what it's showing on mine is interesting.
Well, let me see. Right now, I'm as me. If I go to Martino's referral list, maybe it's not there. No, these are totally different, though. Did you get the optical gallery?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Did you look up the Boot Hill one, though?
No, I don't see that one. So what is it? The Boot Hill what? Just the boothill.com?
Let me switch it back.
Like, it's really weird. It's not in the feed.
Mine's always been that way, though. Depending on how I am showing myself on our site, I get different things. I mean, literally forever, so I don't know why. Never really cared. But now I gotta leave and refresh it. Alright, so it is... BootHillAutoBrokers.com. And it's for Justin Bowers.
And that's just from you. You're going, that's different. So.
They're all different.
Crazy.
It's always been that way. I couldn't tell you why. Don't care why. I'm not going to have Facebook change anything because I know they'll just ignore me.
Should we start with Panacea Life since we talked about it into the break? The CBD?
I don't know. Do you want them talking about Panacea?
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't see any negative about it, but what's the deal with it?
There's no deal. That's the deal. There's no deal. Is the realcbdthatworks.com and panacealife.com. Panacealife.com will probably, if it is...
Is it panacealifesciences.com or
panacealifesciences.com, sorry.
Yeah, that's we got on that other one and just forwarded it.
So is it connected to your Real CBD? Like, is Panacea
all those just
part of it
connected? Panacea.
I don't know. I just know it forwards to them. I just know
Panacea Life is their main one.
Panacea Life works.
All those other ones just forward.
So you're like an affiliate marketer for the CBD product.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, but that's their website.
No, I get it. No, I get it.
I just
need to wrap my head around what you're doing.
Just like the Hormone Bros. I just get a name for these guys because they had, revitalize hyphen health.
Well, that along with the referral list aspect of it.
Yeah, of course. Right. Yeah, so I try, for my endorsement people, I try to give them great names for their websites if I can.
And so this technique works. Because people like our Aurora basement people.
Is the site? I mean, if you had to judge it, how would you judge their site as a site?
Yeah, but the actual site, you guys understand, is Panacea Life Sciences.
Right.
Panacea Life.
PanaceaLife.com.
Yeah. But Sciences goes there too.
Okay. They have both.
And Real CBD.
Like as a site, when you look at it, how would you analyze it?
She's looking.
Very interesting.
I would bet it'd be pretty hard to find anything wrong with it.
They're first class.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Before, when I gave that name, I asked them to analyze the realcbdthatworks.com compared with Panacea Life. Oh, wait, no, it's the same site, panacealife.com and panacealifesciences.com. I just wanted them to go to the website in general. As far as having different URLs, that's just a matter of what people remember. But the site itself, I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. And then Big Dog Branding. Oh, he's back, Chris. So, Chris, they say you have a beautiful website. It does load slowly. And they said, and here's something I found, Chris. If I was looking as a company for promotional items, I'd never find you. So you do have a problem there. Are you paying people for supposed SEO?
No, and that's why when I heard you make this offer, it's something I've been thinking about. I'm third generation. We're 65 years old as a company, and we've got a lot of established clients. We haven't chased a whole lot of internet business.
Yeah.
Mainly because there's a good variety of Walmarts of the world that those are the ones coming up on that first page. And to be able to financially compete with them.
That's a good point. Does it take a lot of money to compete?
Well, I think one of the things, because it's so competitive for him, you're probably leaning on a lot of referral business. So you really want to look good, if nothing else, that you show up well for your name, because
no matter what. Even if you don't have a problem,
and that's still part of SEO, right? SEO is showing up for your name, good reviews, having your Google My Business optimized, which we couldn't find until we put in your formal name, which is pro forma, which probably no one's looking for that.
Yeah.
So your digital footprint, as we say genetically, even if someone's looking for you, is weak. And that is not an expensive fix. It doesn't have to be ongoing SEO paying money
he's saying, so what he's saying is some of your fixes are not ongoing problems. They're just like quick fixes.
And frankly, some of these, when people call us, we'll say, hey, you don't have a Facebook page. That's a freebie. Do it. Google My Business, which is the Google directory. You have to be in that. That's free to do. And we can help you with that too. We love helping businesses.
I'm interested in this is something we just had on our agenda. And I just haven't been able to get around to it.
Yeah, so their phone number's easy. It's a 303, and it's 952-4900.
And here's a nice thing about this.
952-4900, getfoundfast.com.
He does have a beautiful website. Doesn't need a new website. A lot of people come to us like that irrigation. We're going to talk about irrigation guru.
I want to make something clear because it's always hazy. I know I I'm not making money on the referrals we're making here. We're just doing this because they're one of our advertisers, and we're one of their advertisers. I mean, we're business to business with them, and I thought this would be interesting to see how companies do. What other one did you analyze?
We also took a look at the irrigation.
And this is Adam. What did you find with Adam? Hi, Adam.
Hello.
Hey, Adam.
Go ahead.
So, the Irrigation Guru and the CharmingFarmer.com. I would love for you to maybe give us a little bit about what you've got going on business-wise here, because in just a really truthful way, 1990s wants your website back, man. Like, this website
in other words,
is rough.
you're saying you don't even know what he does by looking at his website, or how does it show up? Oh my God, yeah, that's okay. It's old-fashioned, is what you're saying. It's very old-fashioned, traditional. Is that in itself a bad thing if he has an older demo? I'm just curious.
It has to look good on mobile, and any sites that were built 5 years ago or more are not mobile friendly, or responsive design, they call it. It doesn't have click to call, for instance. Google will literally penalize you for not having a mobile site because it's not good for the end user.
But I do want to say this, though, and I'm going to look. I should know this.
And by the way,
quick,
the .com part of that, it says expired, so it's a .net. That in itself is, what do you do, by the way? What's your business?
Landscaping.
Okay. You can come up. What's the name of your company?
Irrigation Guru.
Okay. Can I say something before we move on? Why is it that people believe that the name of their company must be the name of their website? It is the stupidest thing I have ever seen in my life. Not you, Adam. I'm talking about the general notion. For example, I give Revitalize Health. I mean, I like those guys. They're wonderful. But they couldn't get Revitalize. They got revitalize-health.com. That's not that bad, okay? But it doesn't really say anything. But that's the name of their company. So they thought they had to have a website like that. I mean, we have so many companies that if they can't get the name of their website in their business in their website, they do all the initials, ABC, XY, TRW dash this, just to get their name. And I said, you just forget it. Something could be let Al fix it. It could be like Pooch Scrubber. It could be like the Hormone Bros. It doesn't have to be the name of your business.
It doesn't, and nobody looks in the search bar to see that it's the
like
same.
Panacea. Okay, I love Panacea. I love what they're doing with their brand, but I just put realcbdthatworks.com.
Right.
Okay, don't you think there's something to be said about that? Why is it that business owners feel their name has to be in their website?
And if you have a web address that's searched by its name, like the guy that has CBD.com is getting a lot of hits.
Right.
Because you type in his name and you just
or
type his
Denver Plumber or anything.
So you want to have what you do in the URL if it's available.
That's right.
And you want a .com, and they're hard to come by.
Right.
That's why people are just making up vowels.
Now, if you have it's all right to have more than one URL too. So if Panacea Life Sciences, they're great people, or Panacea Life, both of those work. If they want to have that because that's their corporate name, have it. But there's nothing wrong with having a trade URL. I call it a trade URL. Get this. It doesn't have to be the name of the business. It is always better if it can be. But it's not always
like
available.
Aurora Basements.
Irrigation Guru tells me nothing about what he does.
Right. So you could have two URLs. It redirects. You still have one website. It's called a redirect. Very simple to do.
Right. So anyway, your entire website, how does it show up in SEO? How does it show up when you Google that kind of stuff?
Well, on this one, unfortunately, he's not showing up for anything other than his name.
Okay, so he doesn't show up at all.
This is one of those cases, Tom, that unfortunately, if he came to us, we'd say we need to start with a new website.
Yeah, you start over. And also, if you can give it another name, it would be good, too. But, Adam, you probably didn't come on here to hear this. How is your business, though, doing? I'm assuming that – how is the business doing?
We do great, but it's all word of mouth.
Right.
So we're going to move in, we're not very computer savvy, and so that was on our list this year to get our website redone.
You know what I always feel? Some of the best businesses are, and most ethical and most forthright, they're the guys that aren't represented well because they're so focused on their business. You know what I mean? They don't, and then they haven't found anyone they can trust. So I can't get Irrigation Guru to come up at all.
It's pretty invisible. And again, it's so important. So my neighbor uses you and recommends you to me. I'm still going to look you up. I want to see reviews. I want to look at your website, look at a gallery of photos. So having a good website, if nothing else, is going to help convert those referral leads.
So, Adam, if you want to go see these guys or talk to people, but remember this, okay? You need, if not every single question is not answered, don't use people. This stuff about, don't look here, and don't look behind the curtain, look here. They have to be able to answer everything.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
Yeah, you don't have to keep on and off. You're doing it perfectly. But just
Okay,
like say
so
when you're done, because otherwise, like say if you put it on now, you go on, right?
No, not Fuller. Who? Okay. Oh, yeah, we're at 45. Sorry.
Good one. That's a good
I know.
story.
Yeah, and it's on a Wix
I assume
format.
Irrigation Gurus is a lawn service type. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
landscaper.
Yeah. But like that might be something interesting to talk about too. Is just the freebie sites, the Weebly, the Wix,
And his website's killing him, and he doesn't even know it, because people are going to go to it and go,
Oh yeah.
out.
I tried to spell Irrigation Gurus. What am I doing wrong?
I can't get it to come up.
Well,
Is it Guru or Gurus?
It's thecharmingfarmer.com. So you have to Google the irrigation guru, and then it goes to thecharmingfarmer.com.
Wow.
The Charmer Farmer.
Oh, the Charmer Farmer.
Oh.
The Charmer Farmer?
Mile High estate planning is something we all need. I love the name. Now, this is an example where the name is the website, milehighestate.planning.com. So it's pretty cool. And you know what he does right off the bat. We ought to analyze that website, milehighestate.planning.com. Blake Harris is an attorney at law that handles everything related to your estate. He can help you plan. He can do a simple will. He can do a trust. He can do a revocable trust, an irrevocable trust, beneficiaries, deeds, payable on death, bank accounts, power of attorneys. This is the real message. Free parking at Union Station, and he has also offices in Boulder and Colorado Springs, and he'll make appointments at night or on weekends to help you. The guy knows what he's doing. He's someone I use, Blake Harris, attorney at law, milehighestate.planning.com, 720-924-6171. He'll make it all seem simple and basic and plain English, right? 720-924-6171, milehighestate.planning.com. I'm going to tell you the idea that I have that
software and their amazing team are a crucial part of our business. They handle the details of payroll and tax payment, so we can focus on delivering exceptional customer service to our own clients. Patriot's payroll is affordable, easy to use, and it keeps us organized.
So I've been so bratty, but this looks great. Like just off the bat, I heard your ad. I need this service. I'm going to go Google them. This is what it should look like.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's got good rank too. He's in good shape.
What do you call that on the side, the rack?
The Google My Business. This is called your Google My Business.
Okay, okay.
The technical name is a knowledge graph. Don't use it though, people don't know what it means. Google My Business.
Well, what did you say about rack? Would you
Rank?
Rank.
Oh, rank.
Right.
I thought you said rack. Sorry.
I didn't say nice
You
rack.
thought he said he has a good rack?
Yeah, nice. It's got a good
Come on
rack.
now, bro.
Don't push it. You're pushing it.
He's in good shape. He's the best one we've seen.
He's the best one.
He's number 2 for estate planning Denver.
That's good. How
You
many
should see this
searches?
guy. This guy's got more energy than
90.
And since then, I discovered a way to grow money potential double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and also have my money protected when the next stock market crash hits. When the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Wealth Beyond Wall Street now to get your free book and talk to the specialist to discover the little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth.
He's in Boulder, the Springs,
not
in
get to
Denver.
iHeart, just iHeart. On their podcast, they have a drop down. They do not have talk radio. So if you type in Tom Martino, it doesn't show up. If you type in Troubleshooter,
Start over. I
it's
wasn't
all the way.
listening to a word you said. Seriously, start over.
We've
Sitting here typing something.
I'm listening now. Go ahead. No. We are listening now. Go ahead.
So, on the iHeart website, not KHOW iHeart, but just iHeart, if you go to podcasts, it has the drop down of all the podcasts, but they don't have talk radio in there. So if somebody goes in search and types in Tom Martino, the only thing that comes up are Martino musicians.
Gaff, we have more downloads then
I know, but
first,
something I'm
and
saying.
why don't we address it though? Why don't we address it?
And so I have the number for the media gal, and I thought if you want me to email her, I thought you probably would want her.
I just go talk to True West Productions.
But I could find her desk and talk to her about it. If
Yeah,
you want me to.
Yeah, just go find her.
And you have Spanish.
That's good. That's a good observation.
But I really
I'll tell
think
you
that
why
there should be a drop down for talk radio.
First of all, where do
I
people?
think that's a great idea.
Where do people
Yeah,
listen to
see?
the?
Here's my back. You can pat it.
No, I think so.
They do it on the app.
No, I'm
Thank you. I'm patting
So,
your back.
When you come back and say, okay, on the app, you're right there. Then I'll
Mark, you just don't like it that
In
I
order to
found it.
actually listen to it, you
And
have to
that-
have the app. You get that? In the app, you just search Tom Martino.
No, you
I don't
can
care what
listen
their
to it
website.
on the website, on the iHeart.
I realize there's probably 4 people that do that.
I don't know.
Go change the world, Dap.
Daphne, I
here's
think it's
another one.
Daphne, I think it's valid. I'm serious. I'm not
I
kidding.
thank you.
No, I'm serious. I'm not just saying that to make you feel good. Everything helps.
Yeah,
Everything.
I agree. And
I
how are
don't
you going to
love
be
this.
the winner
Like,
of the
Check the
podcast
box, you have it, but
show
it's not
if you're
good.
not on
Why is that
the
showing
list
up first?
to
Why is that
perfect?
showing up? Then there's that. So then I go to their site though. That's a nice site. Pretty, and it's a WordPress. And that's a little old.
I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. DenverTrialLawyers.com. I'd like to try that one. That's another one we send people to. I like doing it for my clients, I call them. Of course, what I mean is that I am a spokesperson for Denver Trial Lawyers, and they do what they call catastrophic injuries. But then again, they do injuries, the kind that you don't know where to go to, okay? Like I give examples of nursing homes and therapists and school systems and a hospital, but it's not all medical, although they have had some big medical stuff. It's just any kind of injury, a product that might have malfunctioned. DenverTrialLawyers.com, it would be interesting. And what we're doing, we're analyzing websites free for owners. I have a consumer show, but really, so many business people listen to this show. They say, Tom, I learned what not to do. I learned what to do. I learned how to handle complaints. I listen to advice from others and from you. It's really a good place for business to listen to. We do have a business show, if you think about it, and we do have the ultimate show when it comes to transactions. David, you want to look at yours, truewestproductions.org. By the way, the .org has always hit me right off the bat as being kind of like a do-good or a nonprofit or something like that. But it doesn't have to be, does it? And see, that's the thing I wanted to know, those dots. Yeah.
It does not have to be. Anyone can get a .org. But we prefer .com because that's what people are so used to searching for.
God, they're so few and far between now. So will it be a time when .net and other dots will be just as good or never?
Well, they've tried to do different suffixes.
Different dots.
They haven't took. So now people are just making up words, like gooddoable.com or whatever. They're just making stuff up.
Yeah, you can buy one for about $100,000. So you could buy .com.
No, I know what you mean. You can make a a domain. Hey, David, what do you guys do?
Hey, we produce barrel racing.
What kind? What do you produce?
Horse racing.
Barrel racing.
Barrel racing.
Horse events.
Yeah.
How the hell would I know that? True West Production. Okay. Okay. And is that all you do?
That's pretty much what we do.
Sounds like fun to me, by the way. I tried to do a barrel race one time. I couldn't get on the horse, I swear, because we had to run to the horse, get on it, and then do the race. And that was part of it, running to, I don't know if they still do that. But anyway, I was so embarrassed. I ran to the horse, and I tripped. Forget it. Anyway, so listen, man, what do you do for a person? Who calls you? Who's your customer?
Barrel racers.
Okay, why would I? Why
in the horse community?
Do I want? So if I'm putting on a horse show and as part of it I want a barrel race, I call you.
You can. Pretty much what we do though is we produce our own events.
For what reason? For charity? For what?
We do some charity stuff, also for personal income.
Would you believe, Tom? I have this handy little tool. There are 50 searches a month for barrel racing in Colorado.
50.
On 50 Google searches a month.
And how does he show up in them?
Pretty good.
Yeah, he's not doing too bad.
He's not doing too bad.
Really, when not one word in there would give me a clue as
Right.
what he does.
Yeah.
So what other, well, like, I guess, David, and it's not my fault. I'm not in that world, so probably everyone knows.
Right.
But like, who's your customer? I mean, who is your customer?
Horse people.
Or maybe you don't have a
ones that are
customer.
looking-
Maybe you don't. Here, I think I might be asking the wrong question. If you guys go out, for example, if someone goes out and puts on a show and then sells tickets, you are your own customer. In other words, you want people to come to your event, but you're the one that puts on events. You don't put on events for others.
We do put on events for others occasionally, but like I said, 99% of what we do is our own event.
Can you give me I would love to hear an example of one of your events and how you sell tickets, because that's what
we don't sell tickets. It's free to the public. The people there participating in the event pay an entry fee, and then it pays out in a jackpot or trophies or whatever.
Is this mostly for fun? Hold on a second. I'm very intrigued, because then we can figure out how to promote it. We know what to promote. I'm Tom Martino. More coming up. Premium kitchen countertops.
I'm trying to figure out.
You're so good. I love how
You want to look at this? This is so odd. Come over here, bro. Oh, you can't.
He's like a whatchamacallit. He is
Look
like
what
an event planner.
Look what I click on.
Yeah, he's an event planner.
Look.
The rodeo event planning.
So I searched, listen, this for no reason, I searched Colorado Tinnitus Tom Martino. Okay? I did that for a purpose. Look what happens.
Tom Martino wife?
Yeah, look at this. I don't even know.
Well, what is it? Click on it.
I did. It's fucking thinking. I don't even understand the relevance.
I don't even know what it is, though. That's what I'm
saying. You'll see.
What?
Oh, now it's different.
It's
I don't
in
even.
Indonesia.
I don't even understand why that's a totally. You saw the first
Yes,
one.
what was the first one? This is a woman licking out of a bowl.
It was the damnedest thing I've ever seen. I just have no idea why.
How do they show up?
Here's what I searched. Look, Colorado Tinnitus Tom Martino. Let me try it again. Oh, maybe it was the one above. No, it wasn't. See if yours does it.
Crazy.
And which one did you do?
Let me see if it does it.
Here, Tom.
Why is your...
It is slow. It's a slow web page.
This page is fucked up. I don't know what it's doing. It's some kind of weird shit, man.
That. It showed up here this time, the first time.
Oh yeah, look.
And it says Tom Martino's wife what? Well, what's the name of the website?
Well, customized. Look at it, /Tom. That's the website there.
But it says /Tom Martino wife. Somebody knew maybe that someone would be looking for that.
But look at it, Tribune/Tom Martino.
This is the damn weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So what if you hit continue? What I'm asking is, what is it? What is it?
We have no idea. Well, okay, it's a porn site for sure.
Okay, well, who can stop somebody from using me in a search?
No, but it's so weird because the exact search is so weird.
No, I know.
Well, let's see where this says Tribune goes.
So we had to work with Dan Kaplis because one of his employees got really disgruntled after he was let go and created a dankapleslaw.com and just changed one spelling of the word. And no, but it started ranking.
Well, guess what? My fucking mugshot can't stop.
Well, that's what we're
trying
to clean up.
I mean, my
You
God.
get free lunch, you clean that up.
You know,
Well, no, we get to work with you guys.
People, because Kobe Bryant, after that happened, it went away forever. I mean, you couldn't see anything about his problems, ever.
If
I'm
you
not
Google
talking about his recent death. No, even if you Googled it, it was hard to find.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you Google him, they were like 20 pages deep.
And there was no mugshot ever, and he had a mugshot. So I don't know how that happened.
Well, that was how many years ago? It was easier.
No, but I'm talking about, I made a remark right afterward. You could not find evidence of anything of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he must have spent millions of having people like all day, every day. I'm serious about it, by the way. It was nowhere to be found. And there, you know, I refuse the notion that there are people out there that purposely, click on stuff to make it give relevance. I don't think that happens in real life, does it?
Well, there's a limit to how many times that counts when you click from the same IP address.
Okay.
But if you had unlimited funds and you hired
I'm saying
100,000 people, then you paid
But you can in India on Fiverr, real cheap and easy, and you can.
So why don't we do that?
Well,
click
we
on
might.
good stuff.
We might. That might be a strategy for real.
For real.
Yeah.
I mean, and have all my good
You're
stories.
giving jobs
You know, not making stuff up, but real good stuff that I have. I have more good stuff than bad stuff I've done for people.
Oh my God!
I'll be right back.
God, isn't that the weirdest damn thing that came up?
I know. But look at how deep it was in there.
What's that?
Well, the actual website, how deep it was.
I don't even want to dig into it. It's fucking crazy. I just couldn't believe out of all the. Look at that's the exact search.
No, mine did too, the first time.
It's crazy.
These guys could probably figure it out why he got there.
I mean, we had a client who his wife was being stalked, and someone made a website that said, Betty Jane is a prostitute.com. That was the URL.
There's all kinds
and there's no laws against that.
No.
Well, actually, they've started some stuff. What do they call it? Those revenge sites where you let out porn or whatever.
Yeah. Dana, where's your phone number?
At this point.
Yes, sir.
Remember, we're on.
Yeah, I'll have to give it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
866-966. Let's see, Did you see that kid that went missing? They got video from across the street of the.
No.
The truck picked him up.
No. The fucking mother was leading him, was walking him out of the house.
Oh yeah. The Hawaii mom.
I don't know where it happened. I just saw it yesterday. I couldn't believe it. One of the Ring doorbells got footage. So they said, hey, our kid disappeared. We haven't seen him for a day or two. They got video of the morning. They reported it that afternoon. They reported it in the afternoon. They have video of the morning of the kid and the mother going out, but they said they said that they hadn't seen the kid for 24 hours.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, and it's like 7-year-old or some shit.
Yeah, fucking Ring doorbells,
So
man.
they found the kid?
No, they haven't.
Oh,
And
shit.
what does the mother say?
They said, well, he was going over to a friend's house. We figured he was spending the night. It's a young kid. Like, who does that?
In the middle of the week.
We just got an email. It says she says, I won't click on a URL address that doesn't have something to do with the name of the business.
That's great feedback.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that's
it kind of
crazy.
goes.
That's insane.
It
well,
is,
not
'cause
always, but.
Well, it's insane. What do you mean not?
Well, like say she's probably an older person that doesn't want to get redirected to, and that's what she said, afraid of being redirected to a.
That doesn't have. Say it again. How did she phrase it?
I won't click on a URL address that doesn't have something to do with the name of the business.
Huh.
I don't even understand.
That's weird. I do that all the time.
Hormone Bros. She wouldn't click on Hormone Bros or go to Hormone Bros because it's not. What is it? They're revitalized
It's
health.
not in the name.
Yeah, so
I've never heard that before.
She'd never go there. It just doesn't make any sense.
Like I say,
She's
it's
80.
a little different. You're right. She's probably an older.
That's the thing. People have to
303-734-1234,
come out of the dark ages.
and we'll help you move your 401k tax-free and start sending you monthly paychecks. That's 303-734-1234. 303-734-1234.
This is not an offer to buy or sell. Securities are offered through Tucker Asset Management.
Older people get scammed in the craziest ways.
I think
and an app that helps
just
you save
what most people want in this space is just honesty, for God's sake.
Yes.
I mean, there are so many people that just lie to them.
Giving you the power to lower
You know how much my Class 4 saved me a year on homeowners?
40% or more. Connect and
About
save
$500,
with
man. Can you believe that shit?
For your shingles?
Yeah, just for the new shingles, they cut $500 a year off my homeowners. Just for having that Class 4. That's fucking incredible.
It's going to be Colorado. That's going to have to be
the IRS more than you can pay.
Who would not
And
do
that
it?
doesn't include, I'm going to up my deductible.
How much
The
extra?
difference in my deductible.
How much extra was it versus just regular shingle?
Now, text the nationwide
What is your deductible now, Mark?
I think about 50% in
What
January.
is your default message rates apply in this nationwide contest?
Right now it's
5,000.
Oh, you're going to up that?
To 7,500. There's nothing. It's like a hail-proof roof.
Troubleshooter show.
Only for wind and hail. Any other peril is covered.
Tom Martino.
Just wind and hail would be 7,500. And let me tell you, if we get
Hello, Tom Martino here.
Welcome to the show. We're having an interesting experiment here. We're helping people in business with websites with GetFoundFast.com. GetFoundFast is our SEO company that we use and we have a relationship with. And we'd like to just give analysis, okay? And you decide what you want to do. Here's the deal. There are so many people, even now, kind of new to the Internet. I mean, the Internet, how long has it been now? I remember I got Troubleshooter.com, Referralist.com so many years ago. I could have gotten so many websites at that time. There were so many available. And it was back in the 90s.
About 20 years is as old as we see a website address.
Yeah, and mine has to be one of the first.
Yeah, I think Al Gore invented the Internet about
yours was 95, Troubleshooter.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't know about Referralist,
no,
but Troubleshooter.
It was back there.
It used to be in my cyber cafe. We hosted it.
Yeah, and it was such an amazing time when things started transitioning. And right now, though, let's face it, if you're not on the Internet, you're crazy, okay? I remember telling a guy one time years ago, I mean many years ago, forget it, concentrate on this and concentrate on that. Yeah, you're never going to sell real estate on the Internet. I mean, I was one of those people. I didn't know what the Internet was going to be. So, welcome. This show, listen, we talk about a lot of things. And if you have a consumer problem, question, or complaint, we do put that up first, okay? You call with a problem or you want to get something off your chest, let's do it, okay? Call us.
Hey, Tom, can I mention another freebie thing for people that own businesses? Google Analytics is just a piece of code. It's free. You put it on the back of your website, and then you know how many people are coming to your website, how long they're staying, how many pages they visit. As a business owner, you want that information. Just like you want to know how many people are walking through the front door of your store.
Now, a lot of people, when you hire a company, they tell you, they give you a dashboard that looks like their own, but they only are getting Google Analytics and feeding it back to you. Now, think about this, though. Google is an aggregator of information. They gather information probably more so than anyone. Amazon's another one. Facebook's another one. Facebook's really a minor player compared to the rest because Facebook lacks a very key younger demo. Google, really younger. Kids don't even have Facebook pages. But Google captures them all. Amazon captures everyone. It's a wonderful thing. But here's the thing that Google does. They get this information. Then they tell you if you want to play in their play, or if you want to even spend money with them, here's how you must do it. Here are the rules. You have to organize your website so Google understands it. Now, but people might ask, what about Bing and what about Yahoo and what about those? What about them? I mean, is it safe to say if you follow the Google rules, the other ones will benefit? You'll benefit on the other search engines, right?
So Google has over 90% of the searches.
Okay.
So when we work with a client and we're killing it in Bing, it's who cares?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
The only people that have used Bing is because it came on their computer and they don't know how to change it.
That's exactly
usually a much older demo.
Yeah.
So we don't really care. They have similar algorithms, but
Google is a monopoly.
Yeah, they're it. We call it the Google ecosystem.
It is.
And there's a lot.
The internet is for some people that is the internet. Google is the internet. They control the internet, and they really do. Yeah. They got in it so early and so aggressively. They control the flow of information.
And here's the thing: like the barrel racing guy, which is kind of fun. He doesn't have a lot of competition. Right?
Right.
I think he's got maybe one other in the state of Colorado.
Yeah.
He ought to be showing up on top.
Right.
Right? That is not a big project for SEO. It's not.
Right.
Have a good website and all that.
So when we talk about a website has to be organized. Not just for what people see, but behind the scenes. If Google's crawlers have to work hard to figure out what you're selling, what you're doing, where you are, then they don't treat you well. If a Google bot can see exactly what you're doing, and your content is relevant to what you're doing, and it's all organized in a really consistent way, and it loads fast, they want to put you up front, not because you're the best, but because Google wants to be the best. Right. Google wants to be a search engine that everyone uses forever. The only way to do that is to give you quick results, and the only way to do that is with members or players who go by their rules. If everyone truly decided not to follow Google's rules, if you could get if you could really organize enough people to say, we are on purpose not going to follow Google's rules, this would never happen. But if you did, you could literally bring them to their knees and go with other kinds of search algorithms. But they're too entrenched. It's too late.
The reason why Google is king, to your point, is because you get really good results. Mm-hmm. If I'm looking for a plumber, I guarantee you the results on page 1, those are good companies.
Yes.
Not necessarily because you can buy your way to the top and you can buy those ads on top. But at the end of the day, Google wants to match the person searching with good companies.
Right.
And if that means a good website, an older...
It doesn't necessarily mean ethical, though. I mean, it really doesn't.
It doesn't.
No. And that's the one thing they miss, is this ethical rating. They just don't have it. And it's not fair because it's too easy to manufacture. Well, I don't know. I don't think they can.
Well,
it's too easy. Reviews are close, okay? But reviews... There are just too many inaccurate reviews as well. I mean, you can manufacture good and bad reviews. The whole thing, look, the whole thing comes down to it's their world and we're living in it. Okay? So we went to truewestproductions.org. We're asking people, give us your URL. Give us your website address. And we will do a quick free analysis of how it loads and where you show up and how you show up and just different things, okay? And if it's organized well. Here's the other thing, though. You are going to be judged on that sometimes. Sometimes people won't even call you if your website doesn't look good. Those people who believe they don't need a good website, they're going to be out of business. It's that simple. So give us your website. And as we talked about before, some of the biggest myths. The first one is that the website name must contain your business name. It just is absolutely untrue.
You know, we had a
that
lady,
can be a detriment to you.
We had a lady email us through a referral list, and she said she'd never go to a website unless the business name was in it. Isn't that what it said, Dan?
Yes. Well, she's one of none. Okay, because really, I mean, it's impossible. You don't. That's just so stupid. I can't even address it. Okay. I mean, if you're looking for example, saddles.com. Okay. Guess what? The name of the company may not be Saddles, but you better damn well know they're going to get the most business ever. Plumbing. You know. So that's that lady. I would guess is old and curmudgeon-y. Let's talk to David. David. Your website, you have an unusual thing where you put on barrel racing, you charge entry fees and then give away a pot. You're much like the people who do not rodeos, but roping. You know, put on roping events. Yep. And then they take a spread. You know, you collect money, you give out a pot, and then you make the spread. And you really aren't, true, you're not really dependent on website traffic like most people. There are some businesses that really aren't dependent on web. If you do your own event, you decide where to do it, when to do it. The only thing you would be dependent on website traffic, and really it's not even to your website, is to advertise it so people can find it. And for that, hell, you can make an audience easily in Facebook and everywhere to find your rodeos. But I would say you have a business that hardly needs a website. If you're putting on an event and all you have to do is advertise where to go for that event, that is one of the businesses that fall into a very small category of website not that important. It's still good to have one, but it could be like a brochure site. For example, look for our next event on such and such a date at. And you could have a click to buy tickets if you sell advanced tickets. So, again, it brings on less meaning. I would try to get another URL, though, for fun that would have barrel racing in it. I can't imagine there are a lot of people that have barrel racing in their name. Maybe they do.
Yep.
I mean, do you have?
Good idea.
Have you looked for any creative names?
I have not.
Okay. So anyway, what did you want to know about your site? It's very. Is that the very old-fashioned one or not? No, it's pretty good.
This one's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Based on what we're talking about and how you're presenting,
Right.
it's fine. I mean, it looks like it was designed in maybe 2005, 6. Again, it's fine. It's on a WordPress format, and that's something we haven't really talked about. A WordPress format, that is what the structure of the website is built on. You might have one that's on WordPress or on Wix or on Weebly or on GoDaddy Website Builder. And
how about Microsoft
Wait a minute.
Page?
There's something I can hold on. There's something I don't get. I have to ask you, David. You told us your URL is truewestproductions.org. I typed in truewestproductions.com and it took me to .org. Why wouldn't you lead with .com? Why? I mean, that should be what you tell people. truewestproductions.com. Why did you tell us your website was truewestproductions.org? Just out of curiosity.
Because the guy that originally set that up for me 10 years ago, we had a split in ways, and he would not relinquish that .com to me.
But it's still there.
It directs to .org.
Is it yours? Is it just okay? That redirect he never took off of there, but he owns the .com.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
why does he still?
He wouldn't relinquish it to me.
Why does he still? Why does he still direct traffic to you then?
He doesn't. My new guy managed to go in through a backdoor type thing and set up a redirect. But that guy tried to set me up and wanted $2,000 for that.
You don't get a redirect without owning it. So I don't know how he did it. There is no backdoor. No one can redirect my website unless they control it. So I don't know what you're talking about. Well,
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it. I'm not an IT guy. So
well, your new guy, hold on. Your new guy may have claimed it based on the redirect, and sometimes a registrar will give it to you based on that, and therefore it's yours and you don't even know it, or your new guy took it over. David, if I were you, though, I would look into it. Because .com directs to you, and the only way you do that is somebody lets you.
That's right.
303-713-TALK. Drew, what do you do at Oxygen? What is this? Oxygen Inc. You sell oxygen?
Well, we actually manufacture oxygen bars and over 84 products: sports, beauty, nutrition, pet, and equine.
And it's called Oxygen for what reason?
It's Oxygen Inc. because that is our basis. That is our flagship product, is actually a liquid oxygen, and then the manufacturing and rental of oxygen bars.
All right, hold on.
Weekdays 2 to 4. The Situation with Michael Brown.
George Washington University law professor. Sounds like he needs an oxygen bar, the way he's talking.
That guy's a disaster.
Who?
What's his website?
Whoops. Oxygen.
All right, too good to be true when it
wow,
comes
look
to
at
a
that
plumber.
thing.
Nope. Master Rooter Plumbing. These guys are simply the best. Here's what they do. You ready? They'll do a free trip charge and free diagnostics of any plumbing problem as long as you're in the Denver metro area. And if you're outside the Denver metro area, they'll still service you, and they'll have a small fee for the trip charge. The other thing they can do is if you ever need a sewer line replacement, they can save you up to 50%. Yeah, 50% off the other guys. It's hard to even explain how great they are. They also give discounts to all kinds of people. Veterans, they give discounts to single-income families as well. Write this number down. They have 24/7 emergency service. They're going to take care of you. They're great guys. 720-434-3406. 720-434-3406, or check them out at referralist.com.
Hey, tell me why these guys went plumbersv.com.
Hey, we'll have all the info tomorrow on that other deal. It's not looking good.
What are the deal?
That snake, the video.
the video we're getting on the snake job.
Oh.
I can't, okay, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even want to guess on it till tomorrow.
Really?
20 years old.
So they did it today?
They did it yesterday. He's been so slammed, though. They're going to have a full report.
I tell you, I like this master book. I'm serious. Oh, we had a thing on there too about that car for that old guy. Did he send in the stuff that were for that Honda at Honda?
Estate is worth, let's say, anywhere from $100,000 on up. That's all the liabilities and all the assets. Your net is $100,000 or more. You need protection. That's milehighestatePlanning.com.
MCBDshop.com says no more. No more low-quality CBD for you. You deserve the best. You want MCBDshop.com. Look, you've heard of the amazing benefits of all-natural CBD, and MCBDshop.com is your #1 trusted source for the highest quality CBD products available at prices you can afford. There's never been a better time to try high-quality CBD. And here's an amazing offer to get you started. Use promo code RADIO.
That car from that old guy, that 83-year-old guy.
Yes.
He was supposed to send some stuff.
He's coming here, and I think Suzanne's got him. I don't know what day.
People that actually said, hey, that's really great that you're doing that.
Who?
We have it on YouTube.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
great that you're.
Yeah, they're going to come here, and we're going to sit down and figure out what the hell's
Did
going
they say how? Do you remember what the?
He might be playing a little dumb too, but I don't know.
When was that done?
The deal?
A week ago? 2 weeks ago? You don't.
Within a couple weeks, I would guess. I hope. Watch it go. Was it a year ago? No, because the dealership got back to me and said, hey, we're going to, we'll dive into this.
Kenny, what is your watch? An Oris?
No, it is an Oris, yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, my wife gave it to me for my anniversary.
I'm a watch watcher.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I've got mine in the shop right now.
Yeah, you don't see them around too often.
No, they're great watches.
But you set it down for 2 days and it's done.
Yeah, that's okay though. You got to wear the hell out of it.
$275 per window and $775 per patio door. Plus, take advantage of easy financing with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a full year. Or choose low monthly payments. Follow Cody's lead.
StarQualityPainting.com.
Call now, 720-677-6732.
The irrigation guy called.
720-677-6732. 720-677-6732.
I know, by far, but it is what it is.
I think it's interesting.
It is, but people grow.
The standard people, some people are getting bored.
I think another area, if we come back on again, would be to do this, of course, but we could really even talk about more of.
We should have got some outbounds to pepper in, because we knew
Oh,
this
yeah,
was
I
going
think
to
You know what I
happen.
mean? Like conspiracy stuff, how that tracks you.
We're getting a lot of people just feedback going, hey, how about a
What
consumer?
can you do about something like that? I mean, if someone
Same shit we
has
always
bad things,
Maybe.
Hey, what's Rock's last name? Is it Castle?
I don't know. I absolutely don't know. Couldn't even guess.
Where you'll feel safe and won't be judged, then you need to call Barrett's Dental. With our extensive skills, we can solve all of your dental problems in one.
You know what I ate last night? You know what I ate yesterday? Yes. 12 pieces, 12 little pieces of pepperoni.
That's it?
Never again in my life, if you're only going to eat one thing all day,
Pepperoni?
do not fucking eat pepperoni.
Because you'd be burping all day.
For the first time in so long, I had that fucking acidy stomach. I had to take a Tums. For like the first time for so long.
Why would you put pizza under it? That's the problem. You got to break it.
There you go.
You got to cut it.
I put here's what I did. I put 12 pieces of pepperoni, and then I put a little mozzarella on top of them. Threw it in the oven, and man, it was fucking delicious. But about 45 minutes later, man, I had that bile.
Have you had the cauliflower pizza?
No.
It's good.
You know what we were?
Cauliflower crust pizza.
It is so funny you said
Costco
that.
has it.
We were at.
You got to get the right kind, because some of them don't have a lot of cauliflower. They just say cauliflower.
Yeah.
And they're loaded.
The Costco one is good though. That's one we get.
We were somewhere where you could upgrade to the cauliflower crust.
Pizza, California pizza.
iHeartRadio station.
No, in fact, but you made me think of what it is. What's the one where you pick out the toppings you want? You go through a line.
Mod?
Mod.
I never heard of that.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. One Clear Choice Garage Doors, oneclearchoicedoors.com. They are the place to call for immediate problems. They'll come out right away, or you just need to get a new door, or you need to get an opener. They have the new Sidewinder opener. They are really top-notch when it comes to service, when it comes to efficiency, knowledge, experience, and a wide variety of products. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. So, Drew and all of these other people that have websites, they want to check out. We are doing that behind the scenes, but I'm also taking people's consumer problems. Terry needs some kind of help here. Terry, what's going on?
Oh, thank you so much. As I told, I don't even know what her name was, the young lady that answered the phone.
Anyway.
So for about a year now, we have been going back and forth with my son. I don't know what has happened within a year. He's just a total different person. There's clearly some mental health issues going on.
How old is your son, Terry?
He's 17. He'll be 18 in 38 days.
Where does he live?
He anywhere. He's running back and forth. We can't stay home. We have to keep putting runaway charges on him. Of course, that's not doing any good. They pick him up. We have to come get him. The most recent happened, just to bring you up to speed, 2 weeks ago, we got a call from Aurora Police saying that he was threatening to blow someone's brains out at the pick and save. We're waiting to hear back from them now.
Did they arrest him?
They did not arrest him because he left. The police did inform us that he could see video surveillance. He never pulled a gun, but if someone else would have been armed in the store, they would have had the right to take his life just because he made that statement.
Terry, I want to ask a few questions now. Your son lives with you, but you have trouble with him running away a lot?
Well, he hasn't lived with us technically for the last year.
Where has he been for the last year?
We tried to make arrangements to let him stay with grandma.
Okay.
He threatens grandma.
I get it.
Sisters. We've just been trying to juggle around the family, just trying
I get
to
it.
keep
Does
him
he
safe.
attend school?
He does not.
And does he have a mental illness diagnosis?
Yes.
What is it?
Finally, it said it was a mood disorder, very vague, is what they told us.
Is he on any medication?
He is not on any medication.
How about
we
drugs?
keep trying to push. We believe that he's on some drugs. They keep refusing when we
Sounds like
put
meth,
him on
man.
one hold.
Well, it's so.
Put him on a hold.
It could be anything. Now, Terry, it's really terrible when this happens. I know right now a handful of people, this is so common. They have boys that aren't coping, and depression and anxiety. And it sounds like this guy is running. It sounds like he could end up dead from threatening people, or
that is exactly what we keep saying.
Or being held up, or he could be holed up somewhere with a gun. You never know. This is the kind of mental illness that does not end well. Can you, as a minor, I believe you can get him institutionalized, even against his will.
That is what we keep trying to do, Mr. Martino. Every time he gets placed, on Sunday night, he jumped on one of his siblings. It took 4 to 5 people to get him in the ambulance. The ambulance gave him 5 milligrams of Versed, which didn't even affect him. They had to give him 2.5 more, which he finally went to sleep. The police video took all of this. We got to the hospital. The police said, if you want to see the video, we will show you the video. This kid really needs help.
Yes, he does.
Mom and Dad is right. You know what they did? The next day they told us, he's cleared the evaluation. We can no longer hold him. You have to come pick him up.
No, they can't. Not under the Baker Act or whatever they call that. It's called that 72-hour hold. But they can. But you can have him admitted if you can get a doctor, and then all you need is a doctor and 2 family members.
Well, we have been going through this, Mr. Martino, for a year. So that was on Sunday. They let him go on Monday. They told us if we didn't come pick him up, they were going to charge neglect charges on us. On Tuesday, he went to his sister's house at 2 o'clock in the morning, threatening to kill her, himself, and her baby.
Oh, my God.
The police were present. So in 24 hours, he has been on an M1 hold. The first time they said the police failed to say he was suicidal and homicidal.
You know, these are, we often wonder what happens, why do people end up shooting people and killing people? And you're yelling and screaming for help, and no one's doing it? They're not taking him into custody for a longer time?
No, and I'm clearly, what doctor in their right mind will keep letting this person, are you waiting for something to help happen? Do you not care? We just had a brother kill his sister a week and a half ago. It's on the news. And we are reaching out for help. That's why I'm calling for
No, I get it. No, I get it. And this is, I'm so happy at least you're reaching out. Terry, you are a mom who is recognizing a serious mental illness with her son. You're saying before he does something crazy and violent, we would like it addressed. I mean, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to catch them before they run into schools and churches and malls and start killing.
And you wonder why this behavior happens is because the situation we're in, you're refusing to do anything. You're refusing to help us.
There's got to be somewhere. You know what, though? You bring up a really good case. Listen to this, folks. Listen to this. We often wonder, why didn't his mom get him help or his dad get him help? Why was this kid allowed to do this? Why was this kid let go? Why was this kid this? Here we have a real-life situation right now where a kid is violent, making threats, mentally ill, and no one will do anything. The question is, who does something? Whose responsibility? Again, you need to seek what legal authority. We need to talk to someone. Who can we speak to? We need to speak to someone who knows how to institutionalize. I'm not sure if she knows the medical side, though, Mark.
I'm talking purely from the caller, though. They need to figure a way to cut ties. They're responsible for this kid now if he goes and blows something up.
Okay, but hold on. In more important than cutting ties and covering your ass, we have to make sure there is no one who is going to be a victim of his rage. I mean, Mark, this guy could end up in a mall with a gun. I mean, I'm afraid.
They only have 39 days to do it. Once he's 18,
they'll throw his ass in jail for a lot of this.
I think 18 is easier because they can arrest his ass. Yeah, but hold on a second. He does have a point, though. You need to have him admitted, and as a parent, I'm just trying to think, what expert can we call that would know this? You, as a parent, can have a child admitted with a doctor, and I think you can find a doctor to evaluate him. First of all, would he voluntarily go? Does he want help?
This is the problem, Mr. Martino. Once we get him to the hospital, we've done our part. The doctors are the ones that keep saying, "Oh, he's fine." They know what to say. These kids, these people with mental illness.
Is he in custody right now? Is he in custody right now?
I just got a call saying, I told him we are no longer going to continue to come and get my kid.
Wait, where is he right now, Terry? Right now, where is he?
I just received a call saying the Human Service has just taken custody of him.
Well, that's good. That's good.
And I said, that's good.
Now,
go ahead and charge us
going to
charge us.
Terry, you need, and we'll help you, we need to contact whoever has him and tell them about the dangerous things he is saying. You need to emphasize.
We've done this.
I think there's something else.
I don't care how many times you've done it. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to say, listen, we would like your name and your title. So if this kid is released and murders people, we want the backstory. Because so many times we ask, what happened? Why was this?
This is what's happening.
But, Terry, we can help you.
Parents are not getting the help.
Terry.
What are they going to charge you for neglect for?
And I said, what is neglect? Neglect is the continuous.
First of all, I don't care about that. You know what, Terry? The last thing in the world I care about is what they say they're going to do to you. What we need to do right now, what we need to do is threaten the hell out of the authorities who are not doing anything and tell them we're keeping track of it. If there was someone who had interactions with some of these shooters before they went out and killed people, they would be held responsible. I want names. I don't mind if they say they're going to let him go. I'm going to say on what basis when the mom says she's afraid he's going to go out and commit mass murder. Get her information, Daphne, and where he is exactly right now, and let's start making some calls directly, getting names, and then call the police department in jurisdiction saying this mom is putting you on alert that her son is capable of murder and has threatened such, and what are you going to do?
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom
That's
Martino.
really funny
Now,
because
Dan
we all
Kaplan.
say, what happened? Why didn't anybody intercede? Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? Yet, there is nowhere to go.
And every one of these shooters, that's the backstory. They all have backstories just like this. All the cops had him, they let him go.
That's right.
The hospital had him, they let him go.
I don't know.
What?
I just don't know how I feel about the whole deal. I don't know how trustworthy she is. She just sounds a little bizarro.
What reason would this woman have for calling in and saying, I don't know what to do with my son, I'm afraid he's going to kill somebody?
I have
What
no
reason?
idea.
My son's friend with that car, he was consistent runaway.
But it's not just a runaway, he's threatening to kill people.
Yeah, this guy's got a problem.
How do you let people go like that?
It's hard to believe the cops would let him go.
That's why I want to talk to the police.
I mean, there's places that juveniles go for jail, so
I want to record
that's
the
why I say the
conversation.
whole thing's got some weird fucking.
Well, there's also treatment centers for juveniles. Deborah Cleo Wallace is one.
There's lots of them.
Yeah, I mean.
But I guess the big thing is if he hasn't done anything.
This show, we'll get the recording.
What do you mean?
Hold on, I'm on.
What do you mean?
Simply Floors Inc. is the name of the store. Simply Floors Inc. As it incorporated, you can go to the website simplyfloorsinc.com. What I'd like you to do is go to that website, make your own appointment. If you're looking for floor coverings, all the latest and the greatest, Buddy and Karen Mitchell have them, and they have them at lower prices. It's that simple. They have the best installers, the best service, the best selection, and the lowest prices in most everything. Simplyfloorsinc.com.
Hey, Grant, if she can't hear me or Daff, get her, get the mother's info and BD birthday.
StarQualityPainting.com is not found for any.
That's my whole
nothing.
point. There's not one
Zero.
thing that made sense to me in that.
Nothing.
I just don't.
Mr. Martino.
Star Quality has nothing going for it.
We can rapid fire the Jeepster. God, look at his website. It's horrific. Organic ink. We could go real quick on that one. And that More ink. All of those rapid fire are horrific. Like, they're really bad. Like, just the websites are horrible.
When they're under 18, you can pack them up and ship them over to fucking Canada to these camps out in the wilderness.
That's what I thought, too.
You have to have money, for God's sake.
You do. You got to have a lot of money.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of money.
I mean, these
You
people
can't
don't
send
sound
them
like
to a,
that.
like when you went to a military school, they won't take them.
It's fine. I gotta go.
Nowadays they won't take them.
They won't take them to the real military.
No, but unless the kid wants to go to that school, those military schools won't take them.
No, but there's these wilderness things that.
No, I know.
We know some teenagers that have been over there and they come back changed. It
Really?
fucking works. Yeah.
How much?
I have no idea. I never asked. No idea.
But then they you really got to want. Like say he was jumped on there, it took 5 kids to pull him off their relative.
The whole thing's weird, man. And then if all that happened, the cops show up. They've got to juice him up so much he's out. And then they don't do anything, and they got video of the same kid threatening to blow up the fucking parks and save or whatever.
Well, that does sound like meth. They got to juice him like that.
The whole thing just doesn't make fucking sense. Why aren't the cops locking him up?
Well, they said they were going to, and then they let him out after the 72.
No, but I'm saying for threatening to kill people, why would they lock him up for 72 hours? Do you agree the thing sounds weird?
Well, it sounds weird. I can't believe that she's so. I mean, that to me, I just.
I want to give you a free copy of my new book, Wealth Beyond
How do you even sleep?
Wall Street's 401ks have crushed millions of Americans. After losing
And then we don't know if the kid does have a mental illness, or if it's purely drugs, or we just say no one knows. Well,
She was a little bit vague on the drug thing too. Well, we believe he is. You kind of know or don't at that point after all these years.
Yeah, you probably, some people are fucking blind.
Unless you test them all the time. So,
Damn. We gave our kids drug tests fucking weekly, man.
But even weekly, it doesn't stay in your system. for a lot of
Ours was simple. You fail for pot, your fucking car's gone, you're grounded, whatever it was. I mean, I don't remember. It's been a while. You fail for anything else, you're fucking in big ass trouble.
A lot of people they hang around with. This sounds like the kid that.
This is the kid you don't want your kid hanging around with.
Absolutely.
So Dusty, costs on this stuff. What would it if you did redo a website and did all that real quick?
So it is hard to say because it is. It depends on what a business needs. We can do very economical websites for $3,000, and that's going to be like a track home, right? Like it's going to be a template, not a template, but it's going to have an already blueprint. So we can do that all the way up to custom sites, which are anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000, which is what we've done. The Village at Castle Pines is like a $25,000 website that we did. It's probably one of the best ones. For digital marketing, right, like to run pay-per-click ads or anything like that, a person really doesn't want to do it unless they've got like $1,500 or $2,000.
Okay. I got one.
What is Rock's company called?
I got to talk to him about that. I just wanted
American Restoration 24/7.
He's on the website.
Yeah.
And he doesn't come on until third page of Google.
Oh God, it's awful. What's his business?
Public justice.
Oh.
Paragon. And he gets.
Where is he from here?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, great. Yeah.
He gets basically all of it.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK.
713-8255. You know, how many times after there's a mass shooting, a school shooting, a mall shooting, or someone does something violent, how many times do we say, what happened? How did this guy slip through the cracks? Why didn't anyone stop him? Why didn't he get the help he needs? Why didn't his parents notice something? Why didn't the neighbors say anything? Why did the police let him go? Why did mental health people let him go? We have a mom who said this guy, her son, is threatening, he's 17 years old, he's threatening to kill his sister, her baby, himself. He's threatening to kill others. He's violent. He's threatening. He's mentally ill. She needs help. So many people say, why didn't the parents reach out? Okay, she's reaching out. But guess what? No one is listening. Right now on the air, right now, is there one person out there? One. Just one person listening. What does Terry do as a mom with a mentally ill 17-year-old son that she's afraid is going to blow people away? And I'm keeping this show that's on February 6, 2020 at 1:43 p.m. as proof she was begging for help. And I want to call each and every person she encountered. Now, rightfully so, they may say, we don't know what to do. Well, then who does? If we're going to put it out there that people need to be on the lookout for these kinds of people, if we're going to put that out there, then we sure as hell better have the Ministry of Madness or somewhere people can call. A hotline for I'm afraid he's going to blow people away hotline. I'm not kidding. Where do people call? Where? She has a son right now, violent, and they will do nothing. She can't keep him in the hospital. She can't keep him with police in jail. They let him go. They let him go. This is going to be a headline. Why didn't they catch it? Why are so many people dead? Right now, Terry, without any stories, I simply need to know, who have you told? What police agencies have had him in custody?
Denver, Aurora, the hospitals.
I want to know about Denver. Denver Police Department had him in custody for what?
On Sunday night, Denver police came out, was called because him and his brother had a fight. By the time we got there, one of my daughters was calling and screaming, saying, hurry up and get here. We got there. He jumped on top of my car, kicked my windshield out.
Why didn't they arrest him?
Because they knew he needed some mental health illness.
And what did they do?
They did. They put him on an M1 hold, took him to the hospital. The hospital said that he was perfectly fine and normal.
What hospital?
Children's Hospital. They have done this 3 times.
Now, who at Children's did he see?
I don't have his medical records right now, but I can pull up that.
Well, you need to. You need to. You need to. I want to know who he saw and who he talked to
that was
specifically.
Sunday night.
Okay, Sunday night. Then what happened?
The police asked if they wanted to see his body camera to show how bad it was. They said no, they believe it. But at that time, he was under Versed because he was so aggressive. They had to give him Versed to calm him down. They had first given him 5 milligrams of Versed. That didn't work, so they had to give him another 2.5 milligrams of Versed.
What other agencies have had him? You said Aurora Police?
Yes.
They arrested him when?
No, it was called out because he had another, came out because he had another mental illness breakdown.
And when he had a mental breakdown and was threatening and all that, what did the police do?
Yes, nothing.
No, what do you mean nothing? Come on. They came out and they said, oh, you're fine, just keep threatening?
Did nothing.
Were you there?
We were right there.
And what officers responded?
I would have to get all that.
Well, we need to get it. We need, you know what? We need to get it. We need to get it, Terry. You're saying Aurora Police came out with a man who's with a 17-year-old kid, and what was he threatening?
The same thing, to take his life, to kill himself.
Was he also threatening to kill the girl and her baby?
This was another episode. But there was another episode.
And okay, so on that was on the one where he's saying he's going to commit suicide. Did they take him into custody for mental health?
No, we took him into custody. The police again was nonchalant. You know, they can't I told them he was a runaway. They needed to detain him. They said there was nothing that they could do other than we could take him home. And I said, do you think this is a good situation for us to try to force him to go home? He's violent. He's going to fight us. And we ended up taking him to the hospital. We talked him down, took him to the hospital. They were going to release him. I said, there's no way in hell I'm going to take him home. He was transferred.
And what
to Denver
hospital
Health.
is this?
Denver Health.
Denver Health. And they said he was fine. They said he was fine.
Yes, correct. And each time we've been told and threatened if we don't come and get him, we're going to be charged with neglect.
So people listening right now, we have a situation, and we're going to keep records of this, and we're going to contact people. Terry is saying her son is violent and could kill people and has threatened to kill people, and no one.
And himself.
And no one will do anything. No one. And if we hear about another shooting or mass murder or any kind of violence, and this kid's involved, what are people going to say? Why didn't they reach out to someone? Why didn't they tell anyone? Is there a place to call? There should be, but there is no place. I mean, I think you need to pursue institutionalizing them. We need to find out how you do that. And I want to talk about each and every person that had an encounter with him, and I want them to be accountable. I do. But you have to get us the information. We can't. If you don't get us the information, we can do nothing. So, Daphne,
have all that information.
Get her contact information and make her come forward with each and every one. The people at Denver, the people at Children's, the people at Denver Health. And I'm going to contact them and ask them.
And the parts store.
And the store? Let's do it. I'm Tom Martino.
Now, impact traffic.
No major problems on the highway drive around the metro area.
Just a 13-year-old who continued to run away. Police would bring him back, and he would take off almost as quickly as they brought him back. Finally, thanks to what I believe he's saying is law enforcement, who told us to refuse custody of our son. We were threatened with parental neglect. The state became the guardian, and my wife and I had to pay almost $18K to the state for their guardianship. It is interesting. You have a kid, he's out of control. Who pays for him?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's a very
eventually we are.
interesting deal. Yeah, you're right. Eventually, the taxpayers. Yeah, who pays for criminals right now? Taxpayers. Got it.
Kitchen,
10 seconds.
Union can help make it happen. With a home equity
he's
line of credit.
System
Call
in
or stop
35
by any
days,
Westera branch today. Equal opportunity lender.
Fix It 24/7 is giving a free second opinion if you're told you need anything done on your furnace that is major or replacement. They will come out free of charge, and check it completely. And then if you do need a furnace, first of all, they'll tell you if you do. Most of the time you don't. If you do need one, $750 off if you choose to go with Fix It 24/7. FixMyHome.com, free second opinions. And they're good for all plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. FixMyHome.com.
Last night you thought a little romance was in the air until your erectile dysfunction got in the way. Maybe you tried.
Parents like to say when you have a kid like this, I mean, it sounds like they have other kids that are good, but they're in a catch-22.
Yeah, they are.
It's time to stop pretending your ED isn't a problem. It's time to make the appointment that's changed thousands of men's lives right here in the front range. It's time.
Hopefully it grows out of it.
Kenny, you gonna drink that water behind your laptop?
Oh, you man.
Thank you, brother.
Keep dumping it so he doesn't drink it.
I know.
I'm not gonna do it.
Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has a variety of treatment options.
This sucks.
You're like most people. You haven't worked like it hasn't worked in years. Seriously, like it hasn't worked in years. Get treated with the right treatment for you. Call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today at 720-440.
That is an absolute picture-perfect example of those kids that have shot up schools and stuff.
I know. What do you mean? Well, most of you
parents
never
have
hear,
tried,
but most of you
grandparents have
never
tried.
hear anything about ever.
Yeah, no. Like the kid in shot up the school in Florida.
The worst one was Sandy
In and out of
Hook.
custody. Sandy Hook, another one, right
I know,
there.
but that the mother did not reach out.
Mother
for that.
did not reach out.
So this isn't.
No. But reach out for what? She said he had a few problems here and there, but no one ever thought he'd do anything like
Or
this.
his dad wanted to just wipe his way through it.
Oh, I forgot that. I don't remember that part.
His mother was doing.
How about Columbine? Were there signs up coming up to those fucking losers?
They just kind of.
Well, they were doing things that the parents didn't see, which was stupid.
They didn't
Like
even go in the
amassing
room.
fucking firearms and making bombs.
They
in the
didn't even
basement.
ever search the rooms.
They
or
didn't
anything.
search the room. They bought the guns from a friend.
But the basement, I think, was filled with paraphernalia, or the garage, or something.
One of those,
so
yeah,
obvious.
you're right, Tom.
It was so stupid.
I know everything in our fucking house. At least I like to think I do.
Me too. I don't know if I'm there or not, but I believe I am.
We look. I mean, Suzanne goes up. Just look for dishes and bitch at them and stuff.
You know this?
Everywhere.
They never
They could, if they really wanted
Sven,
to
maybe
see
you'll
your
help
kids,
us
they
work
could
on
hide
this
stuff
one.
in
This
bullets.
is
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, good. No, I'm telling you, man, this will be a good
My
one.
kids
to
are
see.
almost.
Just
Well,
ask
one
them,
is
why
almost
aren't you
20.
doing anything about this?
So,
Law
what I'm
enforcement.
saying is,
You know, all of
hopefully
this
they
is
grow
called
out of it.
they're called, not the medical stuff, but the medical
I
people.
know, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
And then there's
I
got to
would
be,
worry about
there
it
is
more.
I know there is
Yeah.
a growing procedure for admitting people.
Yeah, there's got to be.
I know there is. We just have to
Hey,
figure out
Daph, run
what
a
it is.
background on her. I'd love
They're
to see
doing
it.
okay.
Do you think she's a nut? What? What do you
No, I'm just curious. If he came from a bad family, I don't know. I mean, if the parents are 5-time losers, everything starts coming together a little more, wouldn't you say? I'm not saying that's the case, Tom. If she's married to Jeffrey Dahmer's brother, then little fucking red flags go up.
This kid that we have the issue with, he said that her parents had her brothers beat him up.
Or, yeah, in car.
You know, back in the day, though, my parents had friends they'd play bridge with, Pat and Diane. Pat's family, the mother was a little shorty, but there was 5 brothers and then the husband. If the mother was pissed at one of them, the other ones would drag them back and she'd whack them with a frying pan. I mean, no joke. I mean, that was kind of how that worked. But he was a normal guy. He was a fucking engineer, seriously.
Hi, Tom Martino here. So get found fast. Give us another analysis you did. They were giving us analyses on different websites for businesses. Which one did you do? You said, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Jeep Guru, Jeepster Guru. He looks like he still might be hanging out, listening. Might even be on the phone.
Yeah, he's listening, but he's not
fantastic.
on the phone.
Well, it's sad. His website, if you just go to jeepsterguru.com, y'all, it needs a lot of love and attention as far as what is the user experience once they get there. What's more concerning is that he actually can drive traffic to some really fantastic keywords, but then once you get him to that website, what is that?
Okay, so
Who's
does
gonna
he
buy
have?
it?
Does he show up in some of the searches?
He shows up for Jeep Commando used parts.
Okay.
Here's the problem with his site, too.
Yeah.
Not to be mean to the guy, but he's selling stuff online. I would no more give my credit card to that website than, I mean, it's It's just not
Is
credible.
it even secured?
It's not credible.
Is it HTTPS?
Is this the website with just a bunch of words on the front?
It's
yes,
not secure.
it's not secure. Great
It's
point.
ridiculous. Yeah.
He's not.
Okay.
No one's
What
gonna put his
about
card
what about what's that one that says More Inc? More Inc? MORINC. Did you do that one?
We did that one
More
too.
Inc. I kind of like that.
Inc.
I don't even know what it is.
Metro Office Resource Inc.
See, this is where they thought they had to have initials to have their business name in there. More Inc. means nothing. What is it? MORE? Is it NINK? It's nothing. It's their initials with incorporated, which means nothing.
I think they're trying to be cheeky cute though, because they need their laser printer repair. So are they trying to do like, I need more ink?
Well, then they should. Well, then they should. Well, then they
But
should
I'm digging
put
here.
ink.
I'm
And if
digging.
they owned INC, INK.
Well, no, but then they should put INK. Is your website MOREINK like in More Inc?
No, it's just Metro Office Resource.
Yeah. Oh man, you got to do something.
They weren't even trying to be funny.
I know. No one would ever know how to spell your website. I mean, just because those are your initials doesn't make it smart. I mean, MORINK, More Inc. We need to figure out another name. Okay, go ahead.
Here's some smart things he's doing.
Good.
He does have this website's on a WordPress format.
Good.
But it needs a makeover. Like, we need a remodel with this thing.
Good.
It's
And a new URL. I mean,
and
for
we
sure.
can redirect it, exactly, so he won't lose any of the history there.
Exactly.
And, hey, good job on having Google Analytics. My next question is, when have you looked at it? I'm curious on what your
on it a
traffic.
couple of weeks ago, and I also used the program Nibbler to go and see how
Nice.
well it's rated.
And what did you think of how well it was rated?
It was rated when I last checked about 3 weeks ago was 7.9.
Out of 10. And that means it just is checking the boxes. So here's the gut punch. Your domain, your website is showing me that it's 18 years old. You're not on page 1 for anything that would get you business. You're not even on page 1 for the name of your business.
Yeah.
So for an 18-year-old website, that's
Atrocious.
shocking.
It's
Yeah.
atrocious, Dan. You need some help on that, really. But the More Ink, I don't even get still. But anyway, we're out of time. Don't forget, getfoundfast.com, and they can help you out. Save all your problems for me.
It's officially 2025.
I want to talk about some stuff. We meeting.
So on that Jeepster, what would his website, if you're just looking at to remodel, and you said you were going to remodel?
Oh, God.
Hey, Kenny, I need you guys to get.
And
I'll
that's
tell
the
him
reason I want to ask
downstairs
Dave.
too, but
That's the first thing he's going to ask.
saving on fees of this
Just
stuff,
open
too.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a whole panel shit like that.
You're right. You wouldn't say anything to that.
This Dave here. He's in the lobby.